second, he helped the ball club right there in that situation. He's been good hitting second throughout his career. He likes it. One thing is different now than when we decided to hit him fourth. We got all our lefties now together, and it really doesn't matter how you set him up in the lineup. At one point in the game, there's going to be a lane there for the opposition to bring lefties. So having JD and Rafi sounds kind of like tempting, right? Especially now that we're struggling. I know Rafi, he's not swinging the bat well right now, but I do believe there's a good spot for him, and hopefully he can come out of this.
Alex, could you just clear up this situation with Devers' shoulders? I know one of them goes back to, I guess, March. He's missed some time, the All-Star break. There's this old school football question. Are you hurt or are you injured? Clearly his performance is not where you'd like it to be. Where is he health-wise right now?
It's not getting worse. And this happened in Colorado. He dove for a ball. I think it was the second game of the series or the third one. And as you guys know, coming out of spring training, he was a little bit banged up. He took care of that. And then after that, everything was fine. But this one is a throwing one. It's the lead shoulder. And like I said, it's not getting worse, but it's not getting better. He's getting treatment. He's doing everything possible to go out there and perform. There's a few things that actually I was just getting the information from the analytic department about his swing path and bat speed and all that stuff. And, hopefully we can present it to him and make slight adjustments, if we have to, right? And like I said, we switched the lineup to give him a different at bat. But the physical part of it, he's not 100%. Everybody knows that. But the kid he's done it before, right? He played in 21 with a bad elbow and help us win a lot of ball games. And I still believe that he can put a productive at bat and he can get hot again and carry this offense.
Okay, so that's the physical part of it. The emotional or leadership part of it, I know, got a lot of attention last night with the wait at his locker by reporters. So I guess my question would be, is there an issue here where your best player, your highest paid player, isn't necessarily your team spokesman or face of the franchise? Is that an issue right now?
I don't think it's an issue. We all talk about this the last few years, right? And I think he made some strides throughout the year. He made some comments in spring training. He sat there on that bench for like 20 minutes and he talked about the organization, a few things, and people like it or not, he was there. And throughout the years, there've been stretches that he's been available to the media. Sometimes, he's not, and he's not comfortable with it yet. I think little by little, obviously the language thing comes into play. He's been better about that. And I understand that, the media has a job, and I understand that us as members of the organization, we're the spokesman, right? Like, we're telling the story, and the fan base, they like to hear the story when we're doing well, when we're struggling, when we're hurt, when we're not. And that's something we always talk about to the players, and yesterday he wasn't available. I know it became a story. I actually haven't seen him today. We were going to talk about the offensive side of it. We'll talk a little bit about the other stuff, but Rafi, he's still learning. He's still, kind of like a shy player that, sometimes he hates talking to the media. That's the bottom line. And yesterday wasn't a good day for that.
Would you consider the fact that the offense has gotten kind of quiet lately? Is that sort of a reflection? Like, does the offense go as Devers goes?
No. I think it's more about him, actually. I talked to him 2 days ago. I'm, always asking him about his health. That's the most important thing, right? Like, if one day he comes in, he's like, Alex, man, I can't go, then, that's a huge red flag. And he was very honest about it. He's like, Alex, I feel okay. I feel good health-wise. I just don't feel great at the plate, and, it's part of it. And he knows that everything we do here offensively is around him, right? We set the table for him, and he's the big boy, right? He's the big boy in the lineup. There's other guys that are struggling right now, but when you talk about the Boston Red Sox and you're the opposition, you circle him around, right? This is the guy that he's not going to beat us. And right now, the last few weeks, he's been struggling.
Alex, obviously, you've been unfortunately familiar with some late season struggles, August and September in recent years. Have there been similarities you've seen to the common threads to those seasons? Are there things you've learned maybe through those past experiences that you're hoping can help you pull the team out of this one? How do you use that experience to your advantage?
I'm telling you, man, sometimes I go to the hotel and I'm like, are we doing it right? For everything that we've done throughout the season, are we leading these guys the right way? The effort is there. You see the pitching. It has turned the corner. We're pitching a lot better. And the last 2 years, it's been the offense. If you look at it, we didn't have a great offensive month last year. And this year, the last 15 games, I think it is, right? It started the last game in Baltimore. We're not hitting. And we know we're better than this. We talked about it a little bit yesterday with some of the players. We just got to show up today and find a way, and find a way is minute second, no outs, hit a ground ball second, minute third, less than 2 outs, put the ball in play, have the lead, and the lead is not 1-0, have like a 3-0 lead, 4-0 lead going into the sixth, go to the bullpen and win the game, and then reset tomorrow in the off day, and then Friday we have to be ready for the White Sox, and you look around the league, and sometimes, I look at the scoreboard and I'm like, wow, we kind of like survive another day because while we're struggling, the other teams are struggling. Other teams are playing better. You see Detroit, you see Seattle. So it's going to be very interesting, but we have the talent. I think the pitching, like I said, is in a good place. And if we continue to pitch, I do believe we're going to hit.
You mentioned the pitching. Obviously, this happened a few days ago. Many things have happened since then. But with the benefit of hindsight, would you go back? If you could go back, would you have left Cooper Criswell in that perfect game?
100%. 100%. I'll go to the bullpen. This is something that we talk about before the game, and there was a lane there for us to maximize our lefty against their lineup. It just didn't happen. And I can live with that because it wasn't gut feeling or let's try to do this. It was preparation, and there's a lot of people involved into this. And coming into the game, that was the plan. It just didn't work.
How'd Cooper take it?
He's okay. I mean, they all understand that when I go out there or when I take him out of the game, it's like we feel that they did their job, and there's another guy that has to do their job, and he's okay with it. He'll be ready for the White Sox.
All right, let's get to the manager question of the game, which is sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. The Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program helps you manage and grow your paint business. This comes to us from Doug in Alston. He says, Alex, who is the toughest pitcher the Red Sox have faced this season?
Scooble on Saturday. Good fastball, good sinker. The changeup is good. Location was great. And the last pitch of that outing in the eighth inning, on a close game, it was 99, I think it is. I do believe right now he's the best pitcher in the big leagues.
And real quick before we let you go, Trevor, you mentioned the offense. Trevor Story, is he going to be an option to maybe help this offense? What's the update on him?
Trevor is playing, what's today? Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Back-to-back games, today and tomorrow. We'll see where we at Friday, and we'll make a decision if he needs to keep playing or he joins it. But he's in a good spot. He's playing well, getting his timing down, and eager to help us win some games at the big league level.
All right, we'll leave it right there. Alex Cora, thanks so much for the time. Sorry about the long bus ride. We'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you. See you guys.
Good stuff from Alex there. You heard just the last bit there. Trevor Story going to play back-to-back Wednesday, Thursday, off Friday, see where they're at on Saturday. Liam Hendricks will also pitch tonight for the Red Sox, or for the Woo Sox, I should say, in AAA against Rochester. Those guys are in the Hot Tub Injury Update presented by New England Spas. Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, swim spa, sauna, or cold plunge from New England Spas, the home relaxation specialists. Visit New England Spas in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, and now open in Warwick, online at nespas.com. One last break, come back, get you the full lineup tonight, get you a look at the playoff race, everything you need to know there. Then first pitch. Red Sox and Mets coming up. It's the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at Cars for Kids. carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, could be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Looking to create a space you love? Let Sherwin-Williams bring your color to life. Whether you get expert help with a virtual color consultation or visit swsamples.com to order color chips and peel and stick samples, Sherwin-Williams has all the color solutions to help you find the perfect hue for your paint project. When you're ready to paint, shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams to get everything you need. Let Sherwin-Williams bring your color to life. MB Tractor and Equipment features a huge lineup of Kubota tractors and mowers at all 9 of their New England locations. In New Hampshire, please visit an MB in Somersworth, Tilton, Plastow, or Conway. Check out mbtractor.com for inventory and locations.
Arbella Insurance has been serving the New England community for over 35 years. Being your neighbor helps Arbella provide you the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for New England, here for good.
Nachos! Yeah, your nachos!
Hey, I'll take some.
Great. And some Frank's Red Hot.
Oh, nah, I'm good.
Oh, you're just gonna eat these dry, plain, boring nachos with no Franks? Seriously? Frank it up. Frank it up. Come on, lady. Frank it up. Frank it up. Frank it up. Yeah! Yeah, this guy finally gets it. Hey, look, we're on the Jumbotron.
It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi. My daughter invited her entire class to her birthday party. Can my Wi-Fi handle it?
Oh, well, at Xfinity, our latest gateways have tri-band Wi-Fi technology, letting you connect hundreds of devices at once.
No way. So if all the kids are watching stuff on their phones, well, their parents are sharing videos online.
Yep, go ahead and watch videos. They can all do their thing and party their way. No problem.
Oh, we are gonna need a bigger cake.
Now through September 12th, get fast, reliable, 300 megabit Xfinity internet for $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract and unlimited data included. Visit Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Xfinity, bring on the good stuff. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless plan and autopay with stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Currently $80 a month. Actual speeds vary.
Hey, it's Greg Hill to tell you about advanced regenerative medicine. If you're tired of the arthritic pain in your knees, hips, back, or shoulder, everybody is talking about regenerative medicine. You can enhance your joints, improve mobility, and get back to doing the stuff you love without pain, without drugs or surgery or downtime. That means you won't be constantly focused on how painful your joints are and what you can't do. Just the opposite. You'll be back to playing golf or playing pickleball or playing over 40 hockey all winter long. The local medical professionals at QC Kinetics here in New England are experts when it comes to these next-gen treatments. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader when it comes to this exciting breakthrough using cellular therapies. They've got tens of thousands of satisfied patients, and the consultation is totally free. Call now to get lasting joint pain relief with help from QC Kinetics. Get a free consultation when you call 617-644-PAIN. 617-644-PAIN. That's 617-644-PAIN.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Last of 3 games for the Red Sox in New York tonight. Boston Red Sox, New York Mets series finale. Sox trying to get 70 and 69, Mets at 75 and 64. Loss on Monday and Tuesday night, but a chance tonight to get one, get the off day tomorrow. And then you get the White Sox over the weekend, perhaps a softer landing over those 72 hours. Cooper Boardman with you. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Fangraphs morning odds, pour yourself a cup of coffee, take a look, are 12.5% for the Red Sox. Not high, though they are the highest among all teams that are not currently in a playoff spot, if that's worth absolutely anything to you. But the reason why they are that high is because the Twins and the Royals keep losing, and that keeps us on the path of the Subaru of New England scoreboard update. We will watch these all night long. They will update you throughout the broadcast. We'll talk about it post-game, obviously. Twins and Rays have just begun. A couple of openers in that. So you're looking at bullpen days for Minnesota and Tampa. Ronnie Hernandez for the Twins against Cole Sulser for Tampa Bay. Guardians and Royals start at 7:40. Ben Lively against Seth Lugo. Lugo's blown up a couple of times in the month of August, and the Royals have lost 7 in a row. They can be swept for the second straight series with a loss tonight. Folks, let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. All that's great, and the fact that those two teams are losing means that we get to talk about a little bit of life for the Red Sox for as long as possible, but reality is you only win you only get to the playoffs if you win, and the Red Sox will need to do that with this starting lineup tonight, presented by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Jaron Duran leads off the center fielder. Boy, you talk about this whole lineup. He has been the guy. Hits in 9 out of 10. 4 straight without an extra base hit. And that's not me saying he's bad. It's just where this offense is right now. If he's not getting the extra base hit, feels like nobody else is. And he's back in the top spot after Rob Refsnyder had it yesterday. The big change is Rafael Devers in the 2 spot, the third baseman. You heard it a moment ago, Alex Cora explaining it to our guys in the afternoon. All the lefties are back in the lineup, so he doesn't need to be in the cleanup spot. And the quote from Alex, I wrote this down. I'll read it to you again. Devers feels good health-wise, just doesn't feel great at the plate, end quote. And whether you believe that or not, if they believe that he can go out there and have offensive success, that's why he's in the lineup every single night. He's in the 2 spot tonight trying to turn it around in a big way. He is protected tonight by Willier Abreu, the right fielder, who's been the best Red Sox hitter not named Jaron Duran over the last 2 weeks. A couple of hits over the last few nights. 8 games, though, without a walk. Tyler O'Neill in the cleanup spot, the left fielder, on 6 times in his last 4. The swings do seem to be better for him, and that is a 1 through 4 that provides a lot of padding for Rafi Devers. Lou talked about it. The 5-hitter, Masataka Yoshida, you feel like maybe needs to have a big night against the right-hander Tylor McGill. He's the designated hitter looking for his first home run since August 19th. Tristan Casas down to the 6th spot, the first baseman, on 4 times in his last 3, starting to walk, had a 7% walk rate, well below the league and his own personal average over the last couple of weeks since coming off the IL. You can see it starting to come for him. Would be a big lift if he can. Connor Wong bats 7th, the catcher. After an off night last night, Manuel Valdez hits 8th, the second baseman, had a sac fly, and Nick Sogard, the shortstop, bats 9th and rounds out the lineup. It's funny, you look at 8 and 9 in the Red Sox lineup, where are the runs coming from? Where's the production coming from? Manuel Valdez and Nick Sogard, 2 guys that have played a ton of minor league games at the AAA level this year, have come up and been significant contributors in very short stints, and they are hoping that those 2 guys can set it up tonight, especially Sogard. We talked about him earlier. We talked with him earlier on the pregame show. He's a high on-base guy. You get him on base, then you have Duran and a couple on for Devers, and this whole conversation about Rafi Devers right now, and really it's about the offense collectively, but he carries that burden. You heard Alex Cora say it earlier that, if they can get him in a position where, hey, it doesn't need to be the extra base hit to tie the game or win the game, it can be the single to move runners forward as part of a bigger thing. That's a much better looking scenario, I think, right now for Rafi Devers. One more time, we remind you as well, you can watch a Red Sox pregame show on Twitch. I'll wave to you on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Okay, let's take 10 seconds. Pause for station identification on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Cooper Boardman with you. Final moments tonight on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Tanner Houck for the Red Sox against Tyler McGill. Will Fleming, Lou Merlone will have your call. I'm back with you post-game. We'll have Red Sox review, talk about it. I'm hoping for something positive post-game. We'll see. I'll see you then. Big thanks to Stan Bruno inside the glass. I'm Cooper Boardman. That's it for now. That's it for the pregame of the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey, Red Sox fans, imagine turning your deck or balcony into the ultimate pre-game spot any day of the week. With Kenyon Electric Grills, you're always just moments away from that perfect sear. Proudly made just down I-95 in Clinton, Connecticut, the grills are designed for the city life. Forget what you know about electric grills. Kenyon's high-quality and USA manufactured craftsmanship mean you're not just grilling, you're grilling with the best. Slide into kenyongrills.com and see why they're the official grill of the Boston Red Sox. And you can make any day turn into a weekend, too.
Swing by the newly renovated CCL Homescape showroom in Abington, featuring the H3 window from Sierra Pacific. With the Sierra Pacific H3 windows, you can choose from 50 exterior colors and 8 interior wood species, and each window is protected by a low-maintenance, highly durable exterior cladding that will stand up to the harsh New England weather for years to come. CCL and Sierra Pacific. Nobody's ever built a window like this before. Go to cclco.com to learn more.
When people have a craving to explore new and traditional Asian cuisines, they head to P.F. Chang's, where scratch-made dishes come from the 2,000-year-old tradition of wok cooking. P.F. Chang's wanted to explore new possibilities for their website. They turned to AmericanEagle.com. AmericanEagle.com re-architected P.F. Chang's website, integrating multiple third-party systems to create a unified digital experience. The results? Improved page speed and performance, personalized content based on users' location, intuitive online ordering, an increase in organic search visibility, and a 40% increase in new users. For scratch-made Asian cuisine, visit your local P.F. Chang's or go to pfchangs.com for website design, development, digital marketing, and hosting that produce efficiency, revenue, and results. Visit AmericanEagle.com. P.F. Chang's and AmericanEagle.com. Another example of the best businesses in the world, turning to the best in the business for websites. Go to AmericanEagle.com or call 877-WEB-NOW1. That's 877-WEB-NOW1.
Hey, it's Andy Hart here. Most goals we set for ourselves have a pretty clear course. I want a trip to Nashville. So, you read a couple reviews, talk to a few friends, save up some money, and book it. Maybe a couple of choices along the way, but overall, it's a clear course to reach your goal. Now, if your goal is to lose 40 or 50 pounds, where's the clear path? You read reviews, talk with a few friends, and try something out. When it doesn't work, you're disappointed. We've all been there, and it sucks. Know what I'm saying? Stop trying and do what I did and start doing. Reach your goal with Awaken 180. It's a clear course to success without the disappointment. No guesswork, no trial and error, no medication side effects. I'm proof. I dropped 30 pounds my first go at it, and it was simple. A word never associated with weight loss, except when referring to Awaken 180. Choose the simple, clear course to success with the solution for weight loss. Awaken180weightloss.com.
After you use Bounce Dryer sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry...
Wait, she's posting pics with a dude in Mexico. We just broke up.
If Heineken Silver was a doom-scrolling ex-boyfriend, it would have all the feels. None of the new boyfriend jealousy.
She looks happy. I'm gonna message her. Hey, Stace, loved the super cute post with @RideRyan7. Enjoy Mexico and that ceviche spot from last year. Send pics.
Heineken Silver, world-class light beer. Only 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories. All the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
This is...
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions.
Red Sox Baseball.
And it is gone! And Boston strong!
On the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Holy cow!
110 Grill, gluten-free dining done right. Arbella, gear for baseball fans, here for good. Brought to you by AZEK Exteriors. Visit www.azekexteriors.com. Mike's Amazing, the official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox.
And it's gone!
Citgo. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Sponsored by DigSafe. Call 811 before you dig or visit digsafe.com. Drains by James. Eastern Massachusetts leader in drain cleaning and pipelining.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Hire Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm. Cars for kids. Old car giving you problems? Why not donate it? Call 1-877-CARS-4KIDS today. Northern Bank. New England Ford. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Looking up. Grand slam.
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. The Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program helps you manage and grow your paint business. Sponsored by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com. Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Swinging a drive to left field. There are a couple runs. Way gone.
Subaru of New England. Love spring in the all-wheel drive 2024 Subaru Forester. Verizon, the network Boston relies on.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Lou Merlone.
Live from Citi Field in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to the finale of a series and a road trip where tonight the Red Sox look to salvage Game 3 of a set with the surging New York Mets. Boston has dropped the first two of this series, and they are in dire need of a win here in the city that never sleeps. They'll hand the baseball tonight to Tanner Houck, who's been the Red Sox ace, their all-star anchor, and he will be opposed by Tyler McGill on the other side for the New York Mets. Welcome into the broadcast booth, Will Fleming and Lou Merlone. And Lou, Alex Cora last night again frustrated with the offense, repeated the idea that they're running out of time, the offense needing to produce. And so at the top of the order today and overall, they make a big-time shakeup with their lineup.
Yeah, and you're going to have Rafi Devers in a two-hole where it's kind of where he has voiced his opinion as far as liking that position in the order better than anything. So he moved to the four-hole. At the time, it was sort of like trying to get the lefties in the bullpens with Duran and Devers back-to-back. But with so many lefties as the season went on, it was like, you know what? Like, let's get him back to where he's comfortable. Try to shake something up. Try to get him a different type of an at-bat. And hopefully here tonight he can get out of it. We'll see. Breu's in that three-hole, so they just sort of flip-flop, but just trying different things.
Yoshida continues in there. No Ref Snyder, no Rafaela against McGill. And Lou, you've run all the numbers. We'll get into some of the matchups throughout the game, but if there were ever a time for the Red Sox offense to kind of burst out, it feels like this might be the night.
Yeah, McGill's had a second start now. He just had his first start coming off the IL and doing some rehab and against the White Sox. Threw the ball well. It was heavy fastball sinker. I don't know if it was that lineup or not. We'll see. I mean, split curveball is kind of like a swing and miss pitch for him, but I just think it's a good matchup. It's a righty out there that, hasn't been lighting it up here, all year long. So you got your bats, your left-handed bats. Hopefully he can carry it.
Red Sox and the Mets. Tanner Houck makes the walk from the visitors' bullpen in right center field. Time now for the national anthem, which is brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com, where you'll find stable, sustaining, skilled trades careers, helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Back at Citi Field, they get some anthem singers here in New York. Off of Broadway and right behind home plate. Beautiful night for a ball game. Pete Fatsy is going to bring the lineup card out. If I'm not mistaken, it's Luis Severino bringing the card out for the New York Mets. And Lou Merlone, we talked about the shift with Devers batting second, but how about all of tonight's Morgan & Morgan starting lineups?
Yeah, let's check it out. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. The lineup here for the Boston Red Sox. Leading off will be the center fielder, Jarren Duran, batting second. In the two-hole, Rafi Devers, he'll play third base with Wilyer Abreu batting third. In right field, Tyler O'Neill bats fourth. He'll be in left field with Masataka Yoshida behind him as a designated hitter. Tristan Casas drops down versus the righty in that sixth hole. Connor Wong will do the catching, batting seventh, with Emmanuel Valdez playing second base, batting eighth. And Nick Solgaard, Cedar Rafaela getting another night off. Solgaard will play shortstop and bat ninth. For the New York Mets, leading off, their MVP candidate, Francisco Lindor. He's had a big series here already. He'll be at shortstop with Brandon Nimmo. He'll be out in left field to start this one, batting second. Mark Vientos, big home run off Slayton last night. He'll be batting third at third base. Pete Alonso followed it up with his own home run off of Chris Martin. He'll bat fourth at first base. Jesse Winker will be the designated hitter, batting fifth, with Tyron Taylor being right field. He'll bat sixth, with Jeff McNeil batting seventh at second base. And the catcher, Francisco Alvarez, bats eighth. And the defensive guy, Harrison Bader, he'll be in center field. He will bat ninth. That is your Morgan & Morgan starting lineups, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm.
Well, the cacophony continues here in New York as the Mets are just about ready to take the field with McGill waiting in the wings. Powering Possibilities is brought to you by Comcast Business. With an advanced network, cybersecurity solutions, and trusted partnership, Comcast Business powers more businesses than anyone. Restrictions apply. Call or visit ComcastBusiness.com to learn more. Lou, you got a hunch tonight on Massa, don't you?
Yeah, I don't often go through it. None of these really faced McGill. O'Neill is 1 for 2 with his career off of him, but just watching Massa take BP, and I know it doesn't always follow into the game, but it just feels like it's time for him to kind of, after a few days off, get that groove going again and maybe launch one here tonight.
I like it when you play the hunch. The Mets are ready to take the field. Mr. and Mrs. Met are up on the first base dugout. Injury report is brought to you by Eastern MedTech. Trevor Story continued his rehab assignment last night, and the Red Sox feel very encouraged about his health, the way that he feels, the way he looks at the plate. So could not be long before Story rejoins the Red Sox and tries to solidify the middle of their infield. Eastern MedTech knows how hard it can be to get a good night's sleep, whether from a late inning loss or lousy CPAP products. And I think, Lou, the Red Sox obviously eager to get Trevor Story back, but you would say caution warranted, at least on the offensive side.
Yeah, we've seen this before. Last year was the same thing. Now this year the difference is he had a spring training. At least he had a foundation. Last year he didn't, and you saw what he was offensively. Defensively, I think he'll be fine. We saw that last year, but we saw Yoshida missing a couple of months. We're now seeing it with Tristan Casas after missing 4 months. So offensively, I don't expect much from Trevor at all. But if he can solidify shortstop, maybe you see Rafaela play some second base, and if you can pick up the defense a little bit, that's the benefit. But I would expect him batting in that bottom third.
He'll play today and tomorrow. He'll have Friday off. And Alex Cora said they don't necessarily need him to play 9 innings before coming back to the big leagues.
Yeah, and I think it's really about the defense, what you're able to do. Maybe, Rafaela, Duran, Abreu, outfield. You got that scenario playing out. Hamilton down, So you sort of lose something defensively. Maybe Rafael, you do see some games at second. So defensively, I think he's going to help you a lot.
Speed Report brought to you by Verizon. Save big when you switch to the network Boston relies on. Head to your local Verizon store. Check out the latest deals. You know, Lou, one of the things that has vanished for the Red Sox without hits and base runners, they've really not been able to put as much pressure on the defense and on pitchers on the base paths. And you figure, you know, especially at the top of the order with Duran and Abreu, maybe tonight is a chance to push it a little bit.
Yeah, and you know, you look back at that Hamilton injury, and, you know, it's David Hamilton, but we've seen, you know, he's had his games where he sort of chipped in defensively. I thought he got really good at second. More importantly, on the base paths and at the plate, pressure on the defense. Haven't seen much of it. I just want to see better at bats. Right now, the Red Sox just pitches per at bat. It's quick outs. You don't see many grinding 8-pitch at bats. You just haven't seen it in the last week.
By the way, time now for the BMW key to the game. Hurry in during the BMW summer sales event. Get a credit up to $2,500 off MSRP. Go visit your Massachusetts BMW Center today. I mean, it's so simple to say it, Lou. The offense has to be the number one key. Anything more specifically jump out to you tonight?
No, it's offense. I mean, let's be honest here. Up and down this lineup, you can throw some numbers out, what guys have been doing here recently. It's just cashing in. And honestly, what helps is getting that lead, being the first team, putting one on the board, kind of going from there. They haven't put up a crooked number in the last 6 games. I mean, the only time was in the 10th inning against Detroit. By the way, you snuck out of there with that one win. So see if you can get on the board here. Love to put a crooked number up there, score a couple runs. But scoring first, I think, is important for this group.
That is crazy. Only one time more than one run in an inning over a week.
And it took extra innings to get there in the 10th.
Now, here we go. Jaron Duran will make his way to the plate against Tyler McGill. The right-hander, his brother Trevor, is with the Minnesota Twins. Jaron, by his standards, a little bit of a mini slump, but he digs in to try to set the tone for the Red Sox here tonight. He's 6 for his last 20 is Duran, 293, 21 homers and 71 driven in. He actually had a double taken off the board, a scoring change from the series in Detroit. Here he is, McGill into the wind, and the first pitch of the ballgame is fouled back to the screen. Good rip at a fastball. A little delayed tonight, like everything in New York this evening, 7:13 p.m. and 72 beautiful degrees.
Well, it took us about an hour and 20 to get here. The bus left early. There was some accident. It took them an hour and 45 to get to the field today from the hotel.
0-1 to Duran is drilled deep into left field. Back on it, Nimmo at the warning track. He's there to make the play. That ball was smashed, but another line drive caught. And very quickly, one away.
That ball was hit hard. 102 off the bat. You know, off the bat, you thought it was going to get over his head, Nimmo's head on the left, but he just went back about 10 feet. Made it look easy.
So here's Raffy in the 2-hole again, where he's been so comfortable his whole career. Some signs of coming out of it, but 6 for his last 47. Here's the pitch to Devers, and it is a ball inside. Off the plate. The home plate umpire tonight is Nate Tomlinson, David Rackley at first, Larry Vanover at second, and Chris Siegel down at third. 1-0 to Devers. No score in the top of the first, 1 down the pitch. Raffy swings and misses late again at a cutter. That's a pitch he ordinarily hammers, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, with lefties, he's really fastball kind of comes at you. Fastball sits around 95, 96. Cutter, split, curveball. Mainly the lefties.
1-1 is a soft ground ball on the right side. The first baseman Alonso has it, flips to the covering pitcher McGill, and just like that, they're 2 down. That was part of what Alex Cora talked about with Devers, Lou. If he can get Duran aboard, the idea is that maybe Raffy can even make some productive outs, which tells you just how out of kilter he is.
He is. I mean, over his last 11 now, 1 for his last 22. You mentioned, you know, the 4 for 39, but he's in the 2-hole, where this year it's his favorite spot. He hit 312 with a 995 OPS, but it's beyond that now. It's physical.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Wilyer Abreu. The pitch to him is way outside from McGill. That is ball 1. Abreu, 268, 14 homers and 53 driven in. Has some of the best numbers of all American League rookies. Left-handed hitter waits. The 1-0 pitch is taken for a ball outside. It's 2-0.
Let's see what McGill does. Last time out against the White Sox, He had missed some time, and he kind of came out throwing a sinker. He threw 20 sinkers against the White Sox and 25 the entire year before that. So he just started throwing that pitch. Worked well for him.
2-0 pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Willier thought about swinging, then checked it up, but called a strike anyway. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you'd like to see some grinding out at-bats, you know. Durant saw 3 pitches, 2 pitches. Devers saw 3. Just, you know, make a guy work.
Here's the 2-1, and it's swung on and missed. The time and temp, 7:13 and 72 degrees, brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. For the Mets, Alonso's at first, McNeil at second. Lindor's had a huge series and a huge month. He's at shortstop with Vientos at third. Bader in center, Taylor in right, and Nimmo in left. Alvarez catching McGill. He says yes, and he comes home with the 2-2. Abreu takes strike 3 on the outside corner. Curveball in the inning very quickly comes to a close. Way too many 1-2-3 innings of late for the Red Sox. No score. Tanner Houck to the mound after this on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Let's talk about River Spring Residences in New York City. Their montage program, dedicated caregivers, and engaging activities are setting a new standard for memory care. Call 833-79-RIVER or schedule a tour at riverspringresidences.org/radio.
Step up to the plate this season with Herb Chambers. We offer the largest selection of cars, trucks, EVs, and SUVs in New England. With 35 brands and so many convenient locations, finding your next vehicle at Herb Chambers is a real game changer.
Fresh cut and ready to go. Watermelon is now on sale at Shaw's in Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up cut watermelon for an amazing 59 cents a pound. Yes, only 59 cents a pound for fresh cut watermelon. Shaw's in Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Timmy, everybody. Great job. Next up for our 5th grade class recital, we have Samantha.
10 times better performance can make a big difference. Castrol Edge Motor Oil gives your engine 10 times better high-stress performance. Castrol Edge, better oil for maximum performance. Now through December 28th, Castrol Edge and Edge High Mileage Motor Oil are on rollback at Walmart.
Claim based on sequence 9 test under high-load conditions versus API SP test limits.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber. Superchargers, headlights, and more. With over 122 million parts, eBay Motors has everything you need to maintain your vehicle and level it up to peak performance. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time or your money back. Stay on your A game with all the parts you need at the prices you want. It's easy to bring home huge wins. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Tanner Houck is on the mound for the 28th time this year, and he's facing Francisco Lindor. The pitch to Lindor is a fastball high. 4-1. Tanner, awesome at his last start. The Red Sox won a game 7-5. He, of course, did not factor in the decision. That was the extra innings win. They have not won a lot when he's been on the mound lately as he misses outside with a fastball, and it's 2-0.
No, his last 4 no decisions. He came out of that game in Detroit up 4-0. He's gone 6 in each of them. 4-0 he was up and ended up going to extras, no decision.
2-0 pitch is a little outside, so a 3-0 start to Lindor.
Then against Houston, he was up 4-2 after 6. Texas 4-2 after 6. Houston 3-1 after 6. And they've given them all back.
He's done his job. The 3-0 is a strike. Sinking fastball at 93 miles an hour, and it's 3-1.
Well, that's what he did last time, though. He pounded the zone with the sinker, had a great one, getting the called strikes, getting ahead, 71 percentile strike rate in that pitch.
3-1 is on the ground, past the dive of Casas and into right field, a base hit. Would have been a brilliant play by Tristan. He dove to his right, and Lindor just keeps on doing it. In game 1, Lindor on base 3 times with an RBI last night. He doubled and homered, and here he sets the table with a leadoff knock.
Well, Lindor's just on fire. 33 consecutive games now. He's reached base, longest of his career. 15-game hitting streak now.
Here's Brandon Nimmo, left-handed hitter. Devers in at third with Lindor dancing around, causing Houck to step off and look him over.
26 bags. Got to keep an eye on him.
Casas at first. Valdez and Sogard, the double play duo at second and short, with Raffy off the line and in at third. Pitch to Nimmo is low and in, so he's fallen behind the first two hitters, has Tanner. But it is the case, Lou, that he has set the bar so high, Tanner has, that people think he's in some lull on the mound. He's been fabulous, really, from start to finish.
Fourth in the American League in ERA with a 3.12.
1-0 pitch is a little outside. 2-0 again.
This has been the issue. You didn't see it last time out against Detroit, but the strike throwing ability hasn't been there. But the stuff is good. Sometimes he gets out of jams with a little ground ball, but it's all about strike throwing for Tanner.
2-0. Here's the pitch. Nimmo drives one foul. He's walked 4 in 3 of his last 10 starts as Houck. That was never a part of his issues. He's walked 46 in a career-high 164 in 2/3 innings.
Yeah, 3 and 4 there for a while. Really lost it.
2-1. Leadoff runner is aboard.
I'm all over you right now.
It's a little outside. It's 3-1.
Well, it's 3-1, the second hitter in a row. Can't live like that. He's got good stuff. His recipe is strike one and then expand east and west.
Houck is at the belt. Big 3-1 pitch is low, ball 4. So, single and a walk, and the Mets in business right out of the gates. Should we interrupt each other a little more?
Jeez. Gotta throw strikes. Stuff is too good. Gotta throw strikes. He's still a ground ball away. Getting out of a spot here, but you got to find it here and give me a strike one against Vientos.
Starters have been great. Their last 9 games, a 2.06 starters ERA. That's not been the problem, but already a major jam for Tanner Houck. Here's Vientos, who launched a huge home run last night. Put the Mets ahead by 2. Here's a soft ground ball toward third, and it hooks foul. That's a good thing, because the Red Sox would not have had a play on that. As it is, it's strike one.
Just to see how he attacks. I love the recipe in the pitch mix down in Houston. He threw a sinker 46% of the time. And he really messed with some really good hitters in that lineup with the sinkers down and in. And then he gets back to the sweeper 41% of the time. In his next outing against Arizona, he gets hit around a little bit. And I feel like it's as good of a pitch it gets predictable. He goes to it almost too much. Play off the fastball.
0-1 with runners at first and second. He really has leaned on that pitch. The Red Sox have thrown more fastballs of late. The pitch is just a little outside, a sinker. And it is 1-1. And the way it's gone lately for the Red Sox offense, all of these jams feel so much more important. Trying to limit damage, not fall behind. The 1-1 is inside, not close at all. That almost hit him. Tanner is out of sorts to begin, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, no good. 13 pitches, not many strikes here, Will.
Jets flying by. Tanner's only thrown 4 strikes. 2-1 is fouled out on the first base side. Look out, it caromed off the Met dugout. It's 2-2. I think Tanner, Lou, unlike a lot of starters, is not a guy who often has trouble out of the gates. He usually dominates early in starts.
Yeah. It's about that 3rd, 4th inning. Sometimes he loses his mechanics, but usually out of the gate, he's right.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Lindor dancing around at second. The pitch is ripped into right field. That's a base hit. They will hold Lindor at third as that ball got to Abreu in a hurry. But the bases are loaded with nobody out for Pete Alonso. Not the start the Red Sox were hoping for.
No, and I'm not crazy about the pitch, but I want him to throw that fastball, but we were talking about playing the break and stuff off the fastball. You threw a fastball and it kind of got by Vientos. I figured that sweeper's the good swing and miss pitch that you want right here. And he tries to go backdoor sinker like the comebacker and ends up right over the middle of the plate. Go for the swing and miss.
Right away, a huge juncture. Alonso in. The pitch is a strike. First pitch, slider on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. And right out of the gates, Houck and the Red Sox on the ropes. Bases loaded, nobody out. Houck at the belt. He throws. And a slider. Misses outside. It's 1-1. Alonso hit his 31st home run last night. He's got 78 runs batted in. Casas at first. Valdez at second. Sogard at shortstop with Wong behind the plate and Devers at third. 1-1. Houck throws. Swing and a foul. How huge would a strikeout be here?
Well, you got to go for it. Got to get that swing and miss pitch off Alonso. And you know, the sack fly, the ground ball double play, I think you'll take anything. You're looking to get out of that big, huge inning. I'm surprised Rafi's playing so deep. I like him in a couple of steps, so that little chopper that we just saw there, maybe he can just come home and get Lindor for one. But he's deep.
1-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He got him. What a big pitch that is. A sweeper. Alonso is gone. And a huge first out.
See, that's the pitch I thought Vientos was set up for. 2-2. Sweeper is good. And this is the thing. Like, he got a lot of swing and misses in that Houston start on his sweeper. It was 11 swing and miss. But it was because he threw so many fastballs. And he's almost there again right now. And that's why Vientos, who saw so many fastballs in this game, he had him there with a sweeper. He went heater, though.
Here's Jesse Winker, left-handed hitter. He takes a strike. I don't know whether home plate umpire Nate Tomlinson said that was a swing or a called strike. He pointed at Winker, which I think means he went around. Either way, it's 0-1. Bases loaded, one down in the bottom of the first inning. We're scoreless in Queens. The 0-1. On the ground, foul outside of first. So Houck is getting ahead of hitters now. It's 0-2. Abreu plays one of the deepest right fields that I've seen in the game. Duran in center. O'Neill more normal depth in left.
When you get the ground ball here, you got to turn it.
0-2. Valdez creeping in at second. The pitch is just high. Wow, a sinker that easily could have been called strike three, but a ball. It's 1-2.
Just on top of the zone. You could have got that one.
1-2, loaded up with Mets here. Houck is ready, he throws. And a swing and a foul. He just got a piece of the sweeper to hang on. And it remains 1-2. Not a huge crowd tonight. The lower seating bowl is mostly full. Upper deck and second tier, sort of half full here tonight on a beautiful summer night. 1-2. Houck throws, and he misses outside with a splitter. And it's 2-2. He's thrown 24 pitches in this inning, Tanner, and only half of them have been strikes. Looks a little upset with himself on the mound, but cool as ever. He waits, and the 2-2 is drilled high and deep into left center field. Duran back at the track, at the wall. Jaron leaps. He can't get it. It's off the wall. One run scores, and they're going to call it a homer. It's over the orange line. It's a grand slam for Jesse Winker, and the Mets lead it 4-0. Looked like it hit off the top of the wall, but above that orange line, Houck got himself into a bases-loaded jam and paid the biggest price of all.
I don't know. I think you're looking for a strikeout here, and you know, with two strikes, you got burned twice by fastballs, and you've been predominantly fastballs, which I like. But again, we're talking about setting up that sweeper swing and miss. He perfected it with Alonso, but gave in to Vientos, and really 2-2. Sweeper down into Winker, kind of gave in there, looking for a strikeout, and he did not miss it.
Here's Tyrone Taylor, who takes strike one on the outside corner. There's a metal kind of railing fence above the orange line of the padded wall out in the outfield. It clanged off that and carried him back in. The 0-1. There's a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-2 for a struggling offense. That feels like a gut punch.
Yeah, right out of the gate. I mean, it couldn't be any worse at this point.
0-2 to Taylor. He drives one up the middle. Might have hit Houck on the foot. Goes to second where Valdez has it. And he throws to first for out number 2.
You know, we were talking before, and I'm saying, like, you know, set up your slider, your swing and miss pitch with the fastball. And I felt like he did it with Vientos, he did it with Alonso, and he did it with Winker. But the sweeper never came. It only did to Alonso. What happened? He got the swing and miss. He looked awful on it. And he just didn't want to throw it to the other two.
Only the 11th home run he's allowed. Here's a ground ball to second. Valdez comes in. He gloves. He throws underhand to first. The inning is over. But major damage on a grand slam by Jesse Winker. And after one inning in New York, it's 4-0 Mets on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Town Fair Tire has the area's largest selection of Toyo tires, sells them all at the guaranteed lowest price, offers more free services for life than anywhere else, and Town Fair has well over 100 locations throughout New England and New York. The area's largest inventory of Toyo tires at the guaranteed lowest price, more locations, and the most free services for life. So for your next set of Toyo tires, remember, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody!
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Allow us to introduce you to the Ford truck built for New Englanders like you. The New England Edition F-150. Made with luxurious style, top-notch technology, and built Ford tough capability. Now you can get America's best-selling truck for 47 years for a great deal. To lease the New England Edition F-150 today, stop into your local New England Ford dealer or visit buyfordnow.com. Claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales.
Hey, contractors and builders, it's Will Fleming. Ready to elevate your game? You already trust AZEK Exteriors as the #1 brand for premium exterior trim. Now, get ready to take on siding installation like never before. Introducing AZEK Exteriors' new bevel and shake siding, the game changer your clients have been waiting for. Deliver the classic beauty of cedar siding with unbeatable rot-free durability. Score big with AZEK Exterior siding on your next project. Visit azekexteriors.com to order samples or learn more.
This is Jeffrey Glassman. For 4 generations, my family has called New England home. When you're hurt in a car crash, we fight big insurance companies to make sure you get the money you deserve. Hurt? You gotta get Glassman. Call 617-777-7777.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Tyler O'Neill leading it off in the second inning, and boy, do the Red Sox need something good to happen. They trail 4-0. O'Neill, Yoshida, and Casas in the Herb Chambers batting order. McGill misses upstairs with a fastball, and it's 1-0 to Tyler. He's 9 for his last 51 with 26 strikeouts. 1-0 pitch is a strike on the inside corner. And for a struggling offense, it must be so hard for them to keep in the mindset that can help them claw out of this offensive slump. One at bat at a time. 1-1 to O'Neill. The pitch is outside.
Well, it's where the game of baseball is an individual game. You know, everybody in this lineup's got something to work on. You know, and it can still get out and get a hit or two here in this game and try to turn it around, because the last week to 10 days, everybody is struggling.
2-1 to O'Neill. High fly ball into center field. Bader backpedaling in front of the warning track. He's there to make the play. 1 down.
You know, I say it all the time, Will, when the Red Sox play teams that are struggling or in bad ruts, and everybody feels it throughout the season, or a team that's not playing well, like the White Sox say. It's so important to put 3 or 4 runs up on that team early, because the way things are going, and this is, now you feel it as a Red Sox fan. Like, this is what I'm talking about. You put 4 on the first. Do you feel comfortable they can get 5 runs?
Bad thoughts begin to creep in. Here's Yoshida. He takes a strike on the outside corner. 9 homers, 48 driven in with a .289 average for Yoshida. He was so hot before the Red Sox sat him for a couple days in Detroit, with Devers being the DH, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That fastball blown by him at 92, and it's 0-2 to Yoshida. Tanner's first strikeout of Alonso brought to you by Northern Bank. 0-2. Fouled back. Massa has had his feet moving a little bit more lately, Lou, at the box, and normally that's not a real good sign for him.
No, it's always best when he has got those feet planted, lower half, seeing pitches. We said before, the takes were fantastic when he was going right.
0-2 to Massa. McGill throws, and a drive down the right field line, but hooking foul. That one had home run distance. He did put on a show before the game today.
Yeah, he was driving the ball well into that bullpen, and up on that, I guess they call it the second deck in right field.
out by Shake Shack. This is the first place I ever had Shake Shack, actually. The 0-2 is lofted foul. This thing opened 24 years ago. It's a beautiful facility, and they were the first to kind of incorporate, they built it to look and feel like Ebbets Field, and I think they pulled that off. But they brought in a lot of the modern amenities. No balls and 2 strikes to Yoshida. Walking bridge in right center. He fouls it off at his feet. One of the first new ones where you could go all the way around. Kind of a 360-degree walking ballpark. And it has held up. It stood the test of time this yard.
Oh, it is nice.
It's not been very nice for the Red Sox this week.
No, not at all. Not very nice for this offense.
0-2 to Yoshida with Casas on deck. McGill throws, and Massa swings and fouls it off. The offense is struggling so much now, Lou, that a 7 or 8 pitch at bat feels like a win.
Well, this is what we're talking about. I mean, sorry, but you got 8 innings to go. You got 20-plus games to go. It's like the fight, the battle. You have to come in here now and start working ABs, and at least Massa's giving you a quality one.
Here's the 0-2, and another foul on the third base side. While they're in it, we will continue to check on the Subaru of New England's scoreboard. Tonight, the Twins are in Tampa, no score in the top of the 4th inning. White Sox actually lead the Orioles 4-1 in the top of the 5th inning.
Good, they're coming in hot.
0-2 pitch to Yoshida, outside a fastball. The Chicago White Sox are on an all-time pace. In fact, they're in line to surpass the 1962 Mets as the worst team in baseball history. 1-2. Swing and a foul back. Massa is really working. They're 31-109. They've lost 12 in a row, the White Sox. I mean, they have a 21-game losing streak, a 14-game streak. They're now on a 12-game slide. It is epically bad.
It really is.
And they'll be at Fenway beginning Friday. Red Sox on the verge of being swept here in New York. 4-0 after 1-2 with 1 out. The pitch is high in the air into left field. Drifting back in front of the warning track to make the play is Nimmo. A good battle from Yoshida, but 2 away.
Yeah, 11 pitch at bat. He hits this ball pretty well in left field, but again, we talked before how it's like only 358, kind of right when Nimmo catches this ball in front. This, I don't know if it went 320 or not. Just the ball off the bat, he and Duran thought it was going to get to the track. And neither one, ball not carrying the left field, but they're hitting it okay.
Red Sox only 12 hits combined in the first 2 of this series. The pitch to Tristan Casas is low with a curveball, 1-0.
That's the other thing, too. They're not scoring runs. They're getting their hits here and there. There hasn't been any extra base power at all.
1-0 to Casas. Inside, he is 2 for his last 22 with 9 strikeouts.
Yeah, that's coming off. He was 366, 15 for 41 coming off the IL. And you're like, wow, how impressive is this missing 4 months? But now it's almost turned to the other side now. This is kind of what you expected the first week or two.
2-0 to Tristan. He is inside, ball 3. Well, on the one hand, you'd like to see one go high and deep into the night, but the Red Sox need base runners. I think he'll be cautious here, 3-0. Connor Wong is on deck. McGill into his wind. And the 3-0 pitch is ball 4. He took a fastball up and away. So Red Sox have their first base runner with 2 down in the second. And here comes Connor Wong.
Well, at least having a couple of at-bats, right? Like back-to-back now. Casas not expanding. Yoshida giving an 11-pitch at-bat.
It's a guy in McGill who came in with a 4.82 ERA. Catcher Alvarez out to the mound, I guess maybe to give him a break after these long at-bats and after the quick walk to Casas. Lindor joins them there.
Well, that's the whole thing. You got back to, like, there's no grinding of at-bats. There's no grinding out pitchers. You know, that Massa at 11-pitch at-bat, is it a coincidence that he came back and threw 4 straight balls to Casas? No. That is kind of what this offense was doing. Now it's 2, 3-pitch at-bats and move on. 10-pitch innings and move on. They're walking through the lineup this whole road trip.
Here's Connor, 281 with 12 homers. He swings very late at a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. And it's 0-1. Houck had a hard time retiring the side in the first, which is brought to you by Azek Exteriors, featuring new bevel and shake siding engineered to deliver classic beauty without all the maintenance. 0-1 to Wong, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Man, has he laid on fastballs so far? It's 0-2.
Seen a lot of that, when the TV captures a certain thing, but when you're watching the game live, it's like foot's not getting down. There's this pause, like they're looking for off speed, and it just challenged him with heaters by him.
0-2 with Casas at first and 2 down the pitch. Swing and a foul. Alvarez just couldn't hold on. Out of his mid, it's 4-0 Mets on a Jesse Winker grand slam. Red Sox, with a loss today, would fall back to 500, which seemed unfathomable a few weeks ago. It's their 140th game of the year. 0-2, still to Wong. The pitch is a check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Ring him up. Wong is gone. Another strikeout in the inning is over. Tough sledding for the Red Sox these days. To the bottom of the second we go. 4-0 Mets on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Nothing brings the fans to their feet as when the cleanup hitter comes to the plate. And in Eastern Mass, homeowners react the same way when they see Drains by James pull up to take care of drain or sewer problems, as well as provide money-saving pipe lining solutions. Drains by James covers all the bases when it comes to giving homeowners dependable drain, sewer, and pipe service. Learn more at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
Picture yourself on the island of St. Croix, where every moment is infused with a vibe like no other. Welcome to St. Croix, where the rhythm of the island captivates your soul. Whether sampling local cuisines at a waterfront restaurant, snorkeling along colorful coral reefs, or strolling through lush tropical gardens, you'll feel the magic of this vibrant island. So why wait? Plan your escape today at visitusvi.com and discover why we say St. Croix, a vibe like no other.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppables, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
That feeling when your knee, ankle, any joint feels bone on bone, it's time to call Ortho Laser New England. Torn ligament? Tendon? It's time to call Ortho Laser New England. Heal your joints. At OrthoLaser with a ZNE.com.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Francisco Alvarez facing Tanner Houck in the second inning. He drives the first pitch to center field. Duran started in, now back on the glide. He does recover to make the play in front of the track. One pitch, one out. I don't know what's going on in this particular ballpark, Lou, but Duran, for some reason, is just not picking the ball up off the bat well here at all.
Yeah, he didn't break back right away. The other night he kind of took 3 steps to his left and then went directly back when the ball got over his head. Nimmo hit. This one here, he didn't break right away, but at least it was the right angle and the foot speed made up for it.
Here is Harrison Bader. He lines one to short, but right at Sogard. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. Loud contact, but 2 away. And back to the top of the order for Lindor. Cue the Temptations.
I think if you're Tanner, you'll take that all day long. Now here's the key. Can you throw me strike 1? Right? 2 pitches, 2 outs. I know it's a dangerous hitter, but he's going to take one here. Give me the free strike. And who knows? Maybe he's not. He can swing, but still quality sinker in the zone.
Lindor old school. He's going to take his time so that he can hear his walk-up music. I think there was a glitch on the computer system here. He was waiting forever on deck, but they finally get it going. Here's Lindor, who takes outside with a slider, and it's 1-0. 7th batter of the game came in the top of this inning, brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. 1-0 is a little outside. If you've been injured, call 617-777-7777. 2 down, bases empty. 4-0 Mets in the second. The pitch. Down And he's not thrown Lindor many strikes today. It's 2-0.
See, this is like, old school pitcher would lose his mind right here. You got 2 pitches, 2 outs, and you go sweeper, sweeper, fall behind, split. Like
3-0 pitch is a strike. Now, they've got 3-0 on the board. Did Tauk get hit with a violation?
No, it went slider, missed.
Pitch is on the outside corner for strike 2.
It's just one of those things where, like, you got a good sinker. I get it. He can launch on you, but he could also pop up, foul it back, ground out, and you got a 3-pitch inning. Instead, you go 3-0 on the guy.
Here's the 3-2. It is up the middle, under his feet, back of second base. Sogard has it. He throws to first, stretched by Casas, inning over. That was 3 bullets, but guess what? 3 outs. We go to the third. 4-0 Mets on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Network.
Hey, baseball fans, ask Sherwin-Williams how you can make every day feel like game day. With over 1,500 colors and a top-tier coaching staff to bring the energy of your team spirit home. Shop online or visit your neighborhood paint store today.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32. Bingo!
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Fresh cut and ready to go. Watermelon is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Hey, it's Lou. Today through Thursday, pick up cut watermelon for an amazing 59 cents a pound. Watermelon is the ultimate refreshing snack, the perfect fruit for a sunny September day. Yes, only 59 cents a pound for fresh cut watermelon. Short on time, order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
And Manuel Valdez in the 8-hole trying to spark something for the Red Sox. We go to the third inning, 4-0 Mets. Tyler McGill on the mound. He throws, and Valdez swings and fouls it back. Fastball at the top of the zone. And it's 0-1. Tylor for Mr. McGill.
Tylor.
Mm-hmm.
Should call him Tyler.
Yeah, I think that's okay for us.
Whether it's O-R, E-R, A-R, it's still Tyler.
His brother's Trevor.
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 That's Trevor.
His parents wanted them to have the same last 2 letters. They also have the same middle initial, J. There's no name. It's just Tylor J. McGill.
No name?
No name. 0-1. Swing and a miss late on a fastball, and it's 0-2.
No TJ? TJ McGill?
They're both kind of TJ, I guess.
Kind of a nice ring to it.
They don't want TJ.
No, coming in, TJ McGill. That's a nice name. Sounds good. That's how you judge names, right? Kind of pretend you're like on the PA.
On the mound, TJ McGill.
Beautiful. It's a great name.
0-2 to Valdez. The pitch drilled down the left field line, and that's down for a hit. Over to his right is Nimmo. He will cut it off before it goes to the corner, and a good decision there by Valdez to hold up at first base there. Is the Red Sox first hit of the game, and it leads off the top of this third.
You see, that's what you want to see, and honestly, you're at the point where it's about competing and having good at-bats and trying to get yourself right individually and look up, right, and try to put 4, 5, 6 runs on the board, whether it's enough or not, but it just can't be down 4-0, oh, well. No. You've had a tough week. You got some things to figure it out.
Here's Nick Sogard. He takes a ball down and in a slider, and it's 1-0. Quinn Priester had a great start down at AAA today, 6 shutout innings. Trevor's story continues there for them. We'll check in on how he did this evening. He'll play today and tomorrow, Trevor. Then who knows? Could be back with a big club. 1-0. Pitch is drilled into center field. It is sinking, and a diving attempt by Bader. He can't get it. He trapped it. He throws it from his belly to second. 2 line drive hits for the Red Sox, and here they come in the top of the third. Bader, I think, got very fortunate to keep that in front of him. He was not going to make the play, and he almost let it shoot by him.
Yeah, he dove, and while diving, actually made a nice pick. To your point, we saw one of these earlier. I think it was Nimmo in center field earlier with Rafaela got a triple. He gambled. That was a nice pick on a dive by Bader. But a couple hard hit balls here early on. Now you get the top of the order. Duran, Devers. Like I said, try to get a couple on the board and start feeling better about yourselves in that dugout offensively.
Here's Duran, who lined out his first time deep to left. The pitch is drilled down the right field line toward the corner. It's a fair ball. Coming home to score is Valdez. Sogard to third. It hopped out of play. That's a bad break for the Red Sox. An automatic double, but the third line drive in a row. The Red Sox have a run. There's Duran's 44th double again. A run in and second and third with nobody out.
Well, it's been 6 games since you've had, multiple runs in an inning. Think about that. Like, as far as 1 through 9, because you put up 3 or 4 in 10th inning to get by the Tigers. And here you got second and third now with nobody out for Devers. Duran just jumps on this first pitch, breaking ball down in the corner, and you're right. Maybe Sogard scores, Duran triple, but it gets into the stands.
Sure feels like you need both of these to come home. Pitch to Devers is swung on and missed. Cutter in under the hands. It's 0-1. This is the spot Alex was talking about, where Rafi can contribute without getting a hit. They will concede a run. They got the infield way back. Got to find a way to put it in play. 0-1 to Devers. Here's the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. Cut fastball, same spot basically, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, and that's what they did to him his first at bat too, and he just kind of pounded into the ground slowly to Alonso at first, but you need contact here. You got to fight in this at bat. Infield is back. Ground ball to second. Moves the runner. Gets him in.
Sogard at third. Duran at second. 0-2 the pitch. Swinging a high fly into right field. This is plenty deep enough to get Sogard home. Catch is made out there in right. Nick tags. So does Duran. Throw goes to second. It's a sac fly for Devers, and it's 4-2. I think if he's right, that thing is 10 rows into the seats, but the Red Sox will take it. Devers now with 81 runs batted in, and it's a 2-run game.
Well, and that's what Cora was talking about in the 2-hole. Now it's a little different scenario, but he did move Duran over. He got the run in, and this is just where he's at, trying to get something positive, right? And that's a positive at bat. For him, it's always about doubles and home runs and things like that. But this one here, a sac fly, he can go back to the dugout now. He's getting shakes from everybody, and just you got to start thinking positively here recently with the way this stretch is going.
I'm surprised the infield is back for the Mets here. Here's the pitch to Willier, and it misses inside ball 1. I mean, you got a runner at third with 1 down. You lead by 2. In today's Major League Baseball, you almost never see the infield back here.
Yeah, I'd agree. Even with a 2-run lead early on.
Abreu called out on strikes his first time. 1-0 here, the pitch. Swing and a miss. A big rip at a fastball off the plate and away. He asks if it was a strike. It was not, but he swung through it 1-1. 2 runs in with Duran at third. 4-2 with 1 out. Abreu waits. The 1-1 swing and a miss. He took a huge cut at a fastball there. It is 1-2. And so now, Lou, I would imagine, you'd hope for a change in approach with 2 strikes.
Well, this is going to be the growth with Abreu, right? Moving forward. He's going to be in right field for you for the future. But trying to get him to understand the less is more mentality, right? The bat speed's there. He's strong, but the swing is never shortened, even in these situations here.
1-2. Pitch is way outside of fastball. Is it, in that case, could he maybe take a couple of chances early in the count and then 100%. Think about that?
Yeah. 1-0, 2-0, you take shots. With 2 strikes, it can't be, max all the time. It's like a 1-0, 2-0 fastball swing.
2-2 with Duran at third. The pitch is high in the air into right center field. This thing back at the track. It is at the wall. Bader is back, and he's there to make the play. Tagging at third is Duran. He will score. Willier just missed that one, but he gets the job done, and the Red Sox have scored 3 to make it a 1-run game.
Yeah, he gets a little breaking ball, inner half, and kind of just gets underneath it. But this is a nice inning for the Red Sox. You got to take your victories here, right? Like you get your first 3 guys on, and then it's situational hitting. Sac fly by Devers and Abreu, both with 2 strikes. This is a curveball, but
Here's O'Neill. He takes strike one.
Making contact with guys on base, right? That could be swings and misses, and you get out of this with one run. Instead, with 2 strikes, they both put the bat in the ball, and they get runners in.
That was a real hanger to Abreu. 0-1 to Tyler O'Neill. Pitch. Swing and a miss. So this is Tyler against Tyler.
Both Tylers. Tyler versus Tyler.
0-2. 3 runs in. 4-3 Mets here.
But you look down that dugout and you actually see some smiles.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Some high fives. Hey, 5 guys in a row. Good job. Base hits, doubles, 2 sack flies.
It's been a while. 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. The inning is over. But the Red Sox get 3 up. After 2.5 innings in New York, it's 4-3 Mets in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire the largest injury firm in the world for your injury case? Let me count the ways. Your case will be handled by your lawyer, a paralegal, and a case manager who's always in the office for you when your lawyer's in court. There's also a 24-hour hotline if you ever have a question or a problem. We've collected over $20 billion and won a lot. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's Greg Hill to tell you about advanced regenerative medicine. If you're tired of the arthritic pain in your knees, hips, back, or shoulder, everybody is talking about regenerative medicine. You can enhance your joints, improve mobility, and get back to doing the stuff you love without pain, without drugs or surgery or downtime. That means you won't be constantly focused on how painful your joints are and what you can't do. Just the opposite. You'll be back to playing golf or playing pickleball or playing over 40 hockey all winter long. The local medical professionals at QC Kinetics here in New England are experts when it comes to these next-gen treatments. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader when it comes to this exciting breakthrough using cellular therapies. They've got tens of thousands of satisfied patients, and the consultation is totally free. Call now to get lasting joint pain relief with help from QC Kinetics. Get a free consultation when you call 617-644-PAIN. 617-644-PAIN. That's 617-644-PAIN.
You've got to try the 99 Restaurant's new $14.99 Big Deal Meals. 4 hearty, full-size entrees for just $14.99 every Monday through Wednesday. Like the roasted turkey dinner or the juicy chopped sirloin. You gotta love the 9s.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
To the bottom of the third we go. Brandon Nimmo leading it off against Tanner Houck. The Red Sox have made it a game again with 3 runs in the top of this inning. 4-3 Mets as Nimmo takes ball 1. Slider that missed. Tanner needing to throw more first pitch strikes. He got through the second with some loud contact. Nimmo walked his first time, and he takes ball 2 here. Well, and Manuel Valdez really sparked that rally. Line drive the other way, got the offense in gear. Dying for a 0 from Houck here. The 2-0 is in there. Strike with a sinker, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, the first time in a while, it seems you put up a crooked number. You got 3. You're back in this game 4-3. It makes this inning so important to put up a 0, get a shutdown inning.
2-1. Another strike on the inside corner. Fueled by Citgo top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, Citgo gets you where you're going. 2-2 to Nimmo. Ground ball up the middle off of Houck's glove. It caroms to Sogard. He's got it. He throws to first in time. And there's one away. 1-6-3, retiring Nimmo.
A little piece of Houck kind of off his wrist. It looked like a little bit. Glove hand. Went right to Sogard. Just sort of like planted his feet before it got there. Did a nice job kind of catch and release to get Nimmo at first.
So here's Mark Vientos. Singled his first time. With Alonso looming on deck. Pitch to him is a strike. Slider at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Arbella Insurance dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every Red Sox strikeout, $50 to the Jimmy Fund. 0-1. Foul back. Quickly 0-2. Tanner could use a quick inning just as he had in the third. He's thrown 44 pitches here, so many in the first. 0-2. He delivers. And he misses with a sinking fastball. 1-2. And everybody way back on the infield. Deep in the outfield, too. 1-2 to this right-handed hitter, the pitch. Swing and a foul. That went past the catcher Wong through the legs of the home plate umpire Nate Tomlinson. We'll do it again, 1-2.
That's the one pitch we're seeing a lot of from him here tonight. Like sinker down and in. Like he's kind of trying to go sinker out of third against righties. That sinker down and in creates swings like that are so uncomfortable from a righty, especially.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with a slider, and there are quickly 2 away.
And you know, again, you know, there's some things that are just universal. I'm sorry, you know, with pitching, you can't overthink it. You got a power sinker at 95. You bury it down and in. He fouls it off his ankle. He doesn't want anything to do with that pitch. You throw a sweeper way off the plate, and you can't lay off it.
Can't cover them both.
I mean, it's
2 down for Alonso. Bases empty. Fastball pours in there. Strike 1. 7 miles an hour there. Now the Tampa Bay Rays have 6 runs home against the Minnesota Twins in the 4th inning. Pitch to Alonso up and in. It's 1-1. The Royals, amazingly, now have dropped 7 in a row. They're 5.5 back of Cleveland. They were right there in that division race. The Red Sox have not taken advantage. 1-1. Fouled off on the third base side. They host the Guardians again tonight. They're in the 2nd inning.
And that's the thing. It's like, well, you haven't lost any ground. It would be different if, you know, you were, 5-5 and haven't lost any ground. But do you think Kansas City's going to win another game this year? It's just a stretch, right?
Yeah,
it's a good
1-2
team.
is outside a breaking ball.
You can't rely.
This was the stretch you were hoping for from them, and you haven't cashed it in.
This should be an epic collapse for Kansas City, and you have not allowed that to be part of history. You just haven't. You know, you should be tied with them. They should be talking about how this is a battle. They have collapsed, but you have not done anything to take advantage of it.
2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Great sweeper. What do you know? How blows them away in the 3rd. To the 4th inning we go. 4-3 Mets on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey, Sox fans, take your game day experience to the next level. Whether a pretzel, dog, or sandwich, top them with Mike's Amazing, the official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox. Pick up Mike's Amazing at Roast Bros and bring the Fenway experience home. Mike's Amazing. When it's on, it's on.
And the pitch.
Got him! The sweeper again. The sweeper's been devastating tonight.
When life gives you a sweeper, hit a grand slam. Enter Mass Mutual's Grand Slam giveaway, the sweepstakes for Red Sox fanatics. It's your chance to win a player meet and greet, Devers signed gear, and more. For rules and entry, visit massmutual.com/Red Sox. Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox. No purchase necessary. 50 U.S. and D.C. 18 plus ends 5 p.m. Eastern on 9/30. Grand prize entry period only through 11:59 p.m. Eastern on 7/31/2024. Sponsored by Mass Mutual.
You hear that? That's the sound of your tailgate burgers on the grill. But win $10,000 in the 5-Hour Energy Tailgate Champ Sweepstakes, and instead of burgers grilling, it could be thick, juicy steaks. Listen. Completely different sound. Completely different. Kinda. Enter the 5-Hour Energy Tailgate Champ Sweepstakes for your chance to win $10,000. No purchase necessary. Go to 5hewin.com for rules and enter today. Ends October 31st, 2024.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire the largest injury firm in the world for your injury case? Let me count the ways. Your case will be handled by your lawyer, a paralegal, and a case manager who's always in the office for you when your lawyer's in court. There's also a 24-hour hotline if you ever have a question or a problem. We've collected over $20 billion and won a lot. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
To the 4th inning we go. Yoshida to lead it off against McGill. 4-3 Mets. Masa waits. McGill very quietly into his windy throws, and Yoshida takes a fastball outside for ball 1.
You got to get back on him. You know, Tanner was fantastic, best inning he's had. You got to get back on him right here. Yoshida, Casas, Wong.
The 1-0 pitch is a strike on the outside corner. I think you do deserve some blame for the first inning grand slam.
What'd I do?
Well, before the game, you had the wonderful ice cream here, but you had it with blue and orange Mets sprinkles on.
That's all they give you.
You didn't have to take them. The 1-1 is popped up on the left side, actually drifting right behind the mound. Everybody coming together, and Alonso is there to make the play. Yoshida's out number 1.
We gotta have sprinkles. That's all there was. It's like Mets-colored sprinkles.
I mean, you could have done one of them, maybe. Blue or orange.
What do you mean? It's in a bowl. It's all mixed. It wasn't like grab some yellow, orange, grab some blue. It's just in a bowl.
After all the childhood scar tissue you experienced in the '86 World Series, that just surprised me. Here's Tristan Casas. The pitch is a strike. I bet you do remember quite vividly all of those moments in '86.
Well, vividly is another story. I just remember more of the pain watching that game 6.
0-1.
That was it.
Pitch is outside.
That hurt. Great run. Great team. Mets team was fantastic. But wasn't fun.
What might have been.
Yeah.
But all that's erased with 4 titles since. 1-1 to Casas, not to bring up bad memories. The pitch to Tristan. Swing and a foul. He has really been in a rut at the plate. It's 1-2.
Yeah, he has. You really got to get him going. It's not a mystery. I heard some people say, well, their defense is starting pitching and letting them down lately. I'm like, well, you got to turn the TV on and watch them because this offense is what's let them down recently. And you're asking a lot about some guys like this guy who missed 4 months to just figure it out and click because it did look like that for the first 10 games back.
1-2, swinging a foul, out of play. Wong is on deck, then Valdez in the Herb Chambers batting order, which in this 4th inning is brought to you by Herb Chambers Ford of Braintree and Ford of Westboro. I heard that on the MLB Network today. It's not the case with this club. 1-2, here's the pitch. That's low. And of course, you made a huge national appearance on the Buster Only Baseball Tonight podcast.
That was fun. Yeah. My man Buster.
He really, he's a Red Sox fan.
Yeah, but there's a lot of frustration there with him, isn't there?
As usual.
Yeah, with a lot of people. They understand it.
2-2. The pitch is a check swing, a high fastball. He did not go around. And it's 3-2. Casas walked his first time.
Yeah, one of the things was, just talking about the future of this team and is it time? And there's always here about the young core, and that's when it's time to supplement and spend. Well, there's a core here.
3-2 is on the ground toward third. Vientos has it. He throws to first in time, and Casas is out number 2.
Well, the biggest thing for me, too, is like the pitching side of it. I know Houck gives up the grand slam here, but still having a good year. Bayo and Houck. When was the last time the Boston Red Sox developed 3 homegrown starting pitchers? Lester Buchholz, that's 2. 3. So, you've already developed 3 of them. You got them under control for years. You go add to it, right? You go get a horse on top.
Here's Connor Wong. The pitch to him is a strike. To me, it's becoming one of the interesting questions of the offseason. I think everybody realizes Red Sox need starting pitching. They need right-handed hitters with power for Fenway Park. 0-1 to Wong. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive into left field. That's a base hit. So Connor trying to start a 2-out rally, loops one into left. I think when Wong went crazy offensively in the first half, everybody sort of assumed that position was solidified for the future. I do not feel that way going into the offseason.
Well, they got the kid Teal, right, down in AAA, and of all the guys there, he's off to a tough start. I think he's starting to play better the last week from what I've heard. So, all these kids, they could all use a month and a half down in AAA, 2 months. If you need it up here, fine.
Here's Valdez. He takes a fastball outside.
So, the offseason, I would think you're maybe still looking for another catcher. Maybe there's a defensive guy, whether it's a Danny Jansen coming back and going with these 2 for a little bit until Teal's ready at some point next year.
4-3 Mets in the 4th. The pitch to Manu is swung on a miss. He was trying to go yard there. They throw behind and they got Wong picked off. Alonso to second. Lindor is going to tag him out. Base running blunder runs the Red Sox out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 4-3 Mets on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
If you're shopping for a new car, the choice is simple. Herb Chambers. We offer legendary customer service, the largest inventory in New England, the lowest prices, and the best value. Find out for yourself today at any one of our convenient Herb Chambers locations.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaws and Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Is your morning routine kind of like being in a video game?
Here we go!
You wake up, try to get a workout in, shower, shave, where's my makeup? I'm negotiating the Tobin Bridge and Southeast Expressway every day. Yeah. If you can't find the time, you may be able to find some money when you enter your name at findmassmoney.gov. That could be you with unclaimed money from a forgotten savings account, uncashed payroll check, refund from a utility bill. It may be another thing to do, but it only takes 30 seconds to search your name at findmassmoney.gov.
Life is better with the right kind of help, especially when it comes to memory care. And no one provides better care than River Spring Residences in New York City. Their innovative montage program, dedicated team of caregivers, and full schedule of activities provide a holistic approach to memory care that is tailored to each individual. And this is all on the beautiful 32-acre River Spring Living Campus. Call 833-79-RIVER or visit riverspringresidences.org/radio to schedule a tour.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
To the bottom of the fourth we go. Mets leading 4-3. Jesse Winker, who brought 4 home with 1 swing his first time, takes a pitch away for ball 1 to begin this 4th inning, which is brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car and help a child today. 877 Cars for Kids. 1-0 to Winker. He takes a ball inside, another fastball. It's 2-0.
Saw that replay, that pickoff. Beautiful reaction from Alvarez, the catcher. Like, Connor got his secondary lead, but when on the swing and miss, he took 2 shuffles to second, like he almost saw contact.
2-0 is a strike on the inside corner.
And was way off. Alvarez didn't even blink. He saw that out of the corner of his eye, boy, and he dropped to a knee and threw him out. He was dead.
2-1 pitch is fouled off the end of the bat, and it is 2-2. The Mets have 4 grand slams since July 26th.
Isn't it amazing that the Red Sox don't have one?
It is.
Don't have a grand slam.
With all the power they've got, they've hit a ton of home runs this year. A lot of solo shots, though, this year. 2-2 to Jesse Winker. Backed up on the infield, the pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him. There's a great slider in under the hands. That pitch would have been appreciated in the first. There's 1 away.
Get me started there. You know, again, like Tanner, this is a great slider down and in. This is the swing and miss pitch to lefties. You know, the split, once in a while, it's that good down and away where he gets the swing and miss. But for the most part, that's the swing and miss pitch to a lefty. He needed that in the first.
Tyrone Taylor, right-handed hitter, takes outside with another slider. It's 1-0.
I mean, how much fun is 4 points on one swing? You know, first and third, bases loaded, 1 out. Are you going to get a run? How many are you going to get? 1, 2?
Quattro. Here's a pitch that misses inside, ball 2.
Boom, 1 swing, 4.
Red Sox could use a little of that.
Yeah.
They've been going. Did you ever hit a grand slam in your career?
Never. Nope.
How about in the minor leagues?
Professionally, I should say. College.
Yeah. Of course you did. The Piggies freshman of the year, the 2-0 pitch is swung on and missed. It's 2-1. You were telling a great story about how Pat Murphy had kind of apologized to you for passing on you at Notre Dame.
He was the head coach at ND when I was...
2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Big heater there at 2-2.
I wanted to go to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's an Italian thing. I don't even know it's a fighting Irish. Yeah, they didn't know anything about the information they do now. It's sort of like, you can't play here.
2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on a fastball in under the hands. I mean, there was no video. You didn't play as many games, not nearly as the kids these days. There weren't really showcases.
No, there's no perfect game where they can pull up a computer and watch you or pull up anything. And then years later out in Arizona, he was the Arizona State coach. He used to train out there, and I saw him, and he remembered me. And he just said, he's like, you know, you don't get them all right all the time.
Here's Jeff McNeil, left-handed hitter. That misses outside.
But he admitted, he's like, I didn't know who the hell you were. You just sort of, this little kid walks into my office, I want to play here, and I'm like, yeah, we're good.
That was what he was going on.
Yeah, pretty much.
1-0 to McNeil, 4-3 Mets in the fourth. The pitch is down and in. You didn't need to go to Notre Dame. It's great that you went to PC.
Yeah, he had a kid that played in the Cape League, and I battled with him. I won the batting title when I was down in the Cape League. And he came back and said, some kid from Providence beat me. He saw the name, recognized the name, kind of looked it up, and was like, huh. And then he's like, I started following you, saw you were drafted.
2-0. Fouled off.
He knew a lot. I was surprised.
Those were some of the great times of your life, weren't they, playing on the Cape?
Oh, the best. 2 years in the Cape, 1 year for Bourne. And then we played at Mass Maritime, so we were sort of off the Cape. And then my next year was in Katuitt. You're right in the middle of it. I'm a year older. I was 21.
No fun at all. 2-1 to McNeil is fouled off. How does it work? How do you get picked by a team? How do you get set up down there?
You really, the colleges sometimes, west or south, they send some guys, and you need those connections to get the players. But, for me, like you were saying, like I was Big East Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, rather, as a rookie. So you're kind of already on the scene a little bit.
2-2, swinging a foul.
So then, my freshman year, I played actually up in New York in Syracuse in a summer league. Had a good summer there. Had a good, season, sophomore season, and that's when it's sort of like the wheels start turning, right? Your head coach maybe hopefully knows somebody down there and just try to get in somehow, and it's a great league.
2 down here in the fourth, 4-3 Mets. They led 4-0, but the Red Sox put up 3 in the third. Trying to get through this bottom half is Houcken. He does with a swing and a miss. Beautiful fastball in the dirt. I think that might have been his splitter. Went up on the board as a sinker, but McNeil is gone, and Tanner has struck out 5 in a row. 6 overall. McNeil not exactly pleased, as you could probably hear at home. We go to the fifth inning, 4-3 Mets in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturrow Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Hey there, fans. Will Fleming here. You know AZEK Exteriors as the heavyweight champ, the undefeated #1 brand for premium exterior trim trusted by the pros. Now, we're bringing that same winning performance to siding. Introducing AZEK Bevel and Shake Siding, the ultimate blend of classic beauty and unmatched durability. Say goodbye to expensive maintenance and repainting. Whether remodeling or building a new home, upgrade your exteriors with new AZEK Siding today. Visit azekexteriors.com to order samples and learn more.
For the 47th year in a row, Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks. The trucks that move mountains also move boats, bricks, and 2x4s. Work days and weekends, job sites and campsites. F-150 and the all-new Super Duty never stop working, just like you. Ford F-Series, official truck of your Boston Red Sox and America's #1 selling trucks 47 years straight. It's a record that may never be broken until next year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
You've got to try the 99 Restaurant's new $14.99 Big Deal Meals. 4 hearty, full-size entrees for just $14.99 every Monday through Wednesday. Like the roasted turkey dinner or the juicy chopped sirloin. You gotta love the 9s.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
And Manuel Valdez started the rally in the third inning, and now he'll lead off in the fifth. He was at the plate when Wong was picked off, so trailing 4-3, Valdez tried to spark him once again.
I kind of like this situation Valdez is in. I've done it a few times as a hitter, but he saw 3 pitches his last at-bat. He kind of feels like he's having his third at-bat here off McGill in the fifth.
He digs in. The pitch is inside, a fastball, 1-0.
Yeah, you have like 3 or 4 pitch at bat, and next thing you know, somebody gets picked off or thrown out stealing. And you come back up, you're like, man, it's like my third AB against this guy already.
They got the lefty Young up in the pen to the Mets. 1-0 to Valdi. The pitch is a strike. Bottom of the zone, inside corner, and it's 1-1.
Question is, which Young? Don't they have 2 Youngs? They have 2 lefties.
And I think they're both named Young. Alex, I think Danny Young, Alex Young. We saw Danny the other day, I believe.
I think this is Alex who's up. The 1-1 is ripped into right field, a base hit. Valdez, he's 2 for 2, and he's aboard as the tying run here to begin the 5th.
Well, there you go. Seen him a couple of times now. A couple of hits. The first one he laced down the left field. This one got in front of a little breaking ball.
And I can't tell whether that's Carlos Mendoza. It is. So they're going to pull him here as the lefty hitting Sogard comes on. They will flip him around as the lefty Young comes out of the Mets bullpen. With nobody out in the 5th, the starter is gone for the Mets. 4-3 in New York. By the way, the Yankees tonight, they are in Texas, and they played 1 inning. They're scoreless with the Rangers the night after Clay Holmes gave up a walk-off grand slam to Wyatt Langford. Rivalry Report, sponsored by River Spring Residences, setting a new standard for memory care in New York. Call 833-7-9-RIVER. Young to the mound. We'll be back to Queens after this. 4-3 Mets. A rally brewing. The Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Network.
During this call to the bullpen, your New England Ford dealers remind you that this is the perfect time to check out all their great Ford truck offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on Ford F-150, built Ford tough and smarter than ever. The legendary Super Duty, our most capable heavy-duty pickup, and the turbocharged Ranger, ready for your next adventure. Visit buyfordnow.com and see why now's the time to buy or lease your new Ford truck.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Alex Young, the left-hander, facing Nick Sogard with Manuel Valdez over at first base. Mets lead by a run, but first hitter of the inning is aboard, and here comes Sogard. It looked to me like he went back to the dugout and changed bats. Maybe he's using one from the left side and one from the right.
Yeah, sometimes a little different feel, maybe an ounce heavier or a little bit longer. Maybe you feel stronger from one side, like a little different size, different type of bat from the right.
This is his natural side, Sogard. Right-handed. Valdez leading at first. Double play depth behind Young. The pitch is inside. Young is the second name with that surname to pitch in this series. Sogard ripped a base hit to center his first time. So the bottom of the order is doing it tonight for the Red Sox. Valdez leading at first, held by Alonso. The 1-0 is a strike. Bottom of the zone. Sogard didn't think so, but it's 1-1.
Yeah, sinker guy here now, but he likes his changeup. Those at a ton. Haven't seen one here yet. Young was with the Reds. He was traded to San Fran for Slater, and then was released by the Giants.
1-1 is outside.
Here's that changeup, and Mets picked him up off waivers. So, yeah, Danny Young that we saw the other day out of the bullpen, I thought he had some really good stuff here, and now Alex Young.
Sure. We got Tyler facing Tyler. We got a couple of Youngs. The 2-1 is low. 3-1. Do you get a little aggressive here with Valdez, or
I
just
don't think so.
Hang with him?
Yeah, I think you hang with him. You got a 3-1 count. Kind of hang with him. And the last thing, you got a guy coming in here on the ropes. You don't want to give him a quick little guess wrong, picked off first, change the whole outcome.
3-1. Valdez leading. Young throws, and a swing and a high fly into left center field. Bader very strangely kind of swivels his hips, gets around it, makes the play, and throws it back into the infield. I've never seen an outfielder do that ever.
No, that is some real style. Rather than just running over there and standing, he just does like karaoke to the ball. Basically, didn't he? Almost like half karaoke, 15 feet to his right.
Really wanted to square those hips and get momentum to first. All right, here's Duran with Manu still over at first. Here's the pitch, and Jaron swings and misses. That was a great curveball. And it is 0-1.
Yeah, lefty's completely different. Now it's sinker, curveball. He'll still mix in that changeup, but righty's pretty much sinker change.
On one to Duran. Ripped a double his last time. The pitch is a strike. Remember the play in Detroit that he hit a hot shot up the middle. The shortstop, Sweeney, got leather on it, and Jaron raced into second base. They called it a double. Then they reversed it to be an error, which I don't like.
No, me
Ball was
neither.
Absolutely crushed. I just don't think real time that was an error in any world.
I have to go back. Did it cause an earned run?
Either way, you shouldn't. That shouldn't
just saying
tilt the way you score.
Pitchers go and complain it.
0-2 is on the ground into right field. That's a base hit. Valdez thinking about it. He heads to second, loses his helmet, and holds as the right fielder Taylor came in. So Duran has his second hit, and here come the Red Sox again, and 2 on with 1 out for Devers.
There's good decisions by Valdez. This was one of those changeups, the rare ones he throws to lefties. And this is where Duran really excels. You know, like if it's off speed, you see pull side. You know, if it's fastballs, you kind of see left field. That's when he's at his strength. The other day, he pulled a fastball for a homer. And that's something we haven't really seen all that much. But a little damage here for Devers, which we've seen how many times in the last week, right? And even in this series, a couple guys on, down 3. Devers is up twice in game 1.
He's not having a good year with runners in scoring position, which is amazing considering he's hit 28 homers and driven in 81. Another opportunity for him here. Jeremy Hefner, the pitching coach, is out to the mound. Subaru New England scoreboard. The all-wheel drive event is going on now. Find your authorized retailer, SubaruofNewEngland.com. They got right-handed action. Ottavino is up and throwing for the Mets. The Tampa Bay Rays have 8 runs across. They lead the Twins 8-0 in the top of the 6th in St. Pete.
Cleveland up 1-0 in the 3rd. I mean, these two teams are like just trying to give it to somebody. They may give it to Detroit if you can't do anything about it.
Big spot for Devers. 2 on with 1 out. 4-3 Mets in the 5th. Left on left. Young is ready. He throws. Devers swings and crowds one on the right side. It's going to be a double play. McNeil to Lindor. Back to first. 2. Hitting over. They hit it hard, but right into the defense. And the Red Sox waste a big-time opportunity. Devers' struggles continue. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-3 Mets. Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Okay, now let's talk about Riverwalk Senior Apartments on the fabulous River Spring Living campus in NYC. This vibrant community offers spacious apartments on a 32-acre campus overlooking the Hudson. Living at Riverwalk means having a built-in social life, loaded with activities and amenities. With daily chef-crafted meals, Riverwalk is maintenance-free and pet-friendly. Living at its finest. So call now, 833-42-RIVER, or visit riverwalk.org/radio.
When is a bank more than just a bank? When it's there for you after hours because your franchise deal is on the line. When it drives across town to deliver the paperwork you need because you can't leave your business. When it anticipates your business challenges and advances its technology just to meet them. At Northern Bank, they're all about what they can do for you and your business. Want more than just a bank? Come home to Northern Bank. For more of what your business needs, visit nbtc.com. Northern Bank. Member FDIC.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Herb Chambers is throwing heat this season with an exceptional lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Offering 35 brands and thousands of vehicles, Herb Chambers offers you the most choices when looking for your next vehicle. Game on.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Bottom 5, Tanner Houck has struck out 5 in a row. Mets lead the Red Sox 4-3. Devers, 6 for his last 49. Inning-ending double play. Now, here's the right-handed hitting catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Houck throws, and a slider misses up and in. For ball 1, fresh cut and ready to go. Watermelon is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market through Thursday. cut watermelon for 59 cents a pound.
Ooh, exciting.
End of the season for that as the 1-0 is up and in. 2 balls and no strikes.
You know, Tanner's retired 11 straight since the Winker home run. Just that it was a grand slam and the difference in the Wago, but it's giving you putting up 0 cents.
2-0. Fouled off on the third base side.
And this is kind of what you're looking for, right? Like young starters, talking about Bayo. Like you gave up 4 in the first. I mean, you could take your lunchbox and go home. You know, or you can come out, retire the next 11, try to go 6, keep it at 4, and kind of do your job, even though the first didn't go well.
2-1 pitch is swung on a miss. You know that in the Red Sox third base dugout, Alex Cora is going, wait a minute. No matter where I put Devers in these last couple weeks, the base runners always find him.
Yeah.
Which normally you'd love, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, he's got him. He has struck out Halquez 6 in a row. Earlier this year, Pivetta tied a Red Sox record with 8 consecutive strikeouts.
Well, he's got this sweeper working now. And again, I go back to, you know, with Alvarez, he threw a sinker down and in, got him to, you know, swing at it over the top, and then sweeper away for the swing and miss.
Here's Harrison Bader. He takes strike 1 on the inside corner. Started with Vientos in the third. He struck out everybody since. Here's a pop-up, foul side of first. Long run for Casas, and he's there to make a basket play. So not a strikeout, but 2 down, and efficiency all of a sudden for Tanner.
Yeah, he threw 29 pitches in the first inning. And now we're looking at 46 in the next 3 2/3. You know, that's a pretty good number.
Get through Lindor to get the Red Sox to the 6th. Houck throws, and a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. The Mets, a little controversial a couple weeks ago. They had the Houck Tua girl here to throw out a first pitch.
I just saw they're starting up. She's got a podcast coming soon. Like, what?
What will that be about?
What is that going to...
0-1 pitch is lined down the left field line, and this is trouble. Lindor's got extra bases. O'Neill drifts over to the corner, plays the carom, and Lindor breaks up the string of hitters retired. He's aboard with 2 down in the 5th. Houck had sent down 12, make it 13 in a row before that hit.
Yeah, this is a good changeup down and away. Yeah, sometimes you just tip the cap because this is just a great baseball player that's locked in right now, that is trying to carry his team. He's an MVP candidate. He looks every bit of it here in this series. He's locked in right now.
And he's not going to win it. Here's Brandon Nimmo. He's walked and grounded out. Houck throws, and a pitch misses inside. I mean, I guess it's still up in the air a little bit, where if he went on some ridiculous run and the Mets made the playoffs on his back and Ohtani really fell off, it could happen, but right now, odds on it's going to be Ohtani. 1-0 to Nimmo. Feels like a big spot for Houck. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner.
Well, it was funny. I think MLB put out a tweet, like, compare these numbers, and it was just offensive numbers, and it wasn't even close. I mean, you know, Ohtani dominated Lindor, but I was like, that's not fair, because now we're not putting any defense in what this kid does out at shortstop playing every day.
1-1. Dancing around is Lindor at second. The pitch is a little outside, and that is a major consideration.
I mean, there's an argument
the wins
for
above replacement defense is a big part of it.
There's an argument for him. I mean, you look at this team compared to what's around Ohtani.
Yep.
In Freeman and Mookie, you know, like, there's an argument for him. I think Ohtani's just making history.
2-1. He's got a chance at a 50-50 season. The pitch here is on the ground, foul outside of first.
And that's part of it. I remember, like, when Mike Trout had his years, I'm like, well, you got to do something historic to take MVP from him. And Miguel Cabrera hit for the Triple Crown. Well, there you go. Congratulations.
That's right.
Like, what Ohtani's doing, what Judge is doing, is just overshadowing maybe the better all-around players in Witt and Lindor, but it's just historic.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Lindor is at second. Houck throws, and a slider almost hit him in under his feet, and the count is full.
I like him going right back to it. You know, 3-2 here. You got a 1-run game. Can he lay off that pitch twice? That was a bad one. Almost hit him, but it slider down and in.
3-2. Here it is. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Valdez backhands. He bobbles. He picks it up. Lindor will hold at third. That'll likely be scored an error on Valdez. It was hit up the middle. He kept it in front. That probably saved a run. We'll see how they scored. It's runners at the corners with 2 down for New York.
Yeah, I think that's got to be an error because it wasn't really outstretched. He kind of had it, and he's almost setting his feet up to make the quick throw to first. We'll see what they rule it, but
I think they just gave him a hit.
Wow. Maybe they'll change that in 4 days.
Andrew Bailey to the mound with Mark Vientos standing on deck. Zach Kelly, who has had a really rough month, is warming in the Red Sox bullpen. 83 pitches thrown by Houck. I think you'd be tempted if he gets out of this jam to run him back out there for the 6th. First things first. Vientos singled in the first, struck out in the third. Code word of the game is caught looking. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points. Caught looking. Devers smiling ear to ear, having a chat with Lindor, who's over at third. 4-3 Mets with runners at first and third and 2 down. Right-handed hitting Vientos is in. Houck throws. And a ground ball back to him. He gloves it, flips underhand to Casas, who comes off the bag, then steps on it. And just like that, trouble escaped for Houck. We go to the 6th inning. 4-3 Mets for the Red Sox. Abreu, O'Neill, and Yoshida on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
With T-Mobile, you can get tons of benefits and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. Because nobody likes having to choose. It's like getting romance and sci-fi.
Jane, I love you. Also, I'm a robot.
Or being a dog person and a cat person.
Who wants a treat? Who's a good boy?
Or like being an extrovert and an introvert.
Woo! This is so fun! I can't wait to go home.
At T-Mobile, you don't have to choose. You can get the benefits you want and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. See how much you can save with our savings calculator at T-Mobile.com/switch. Plus, when you switch, you can keep your phone and we'll pay it off up to $800.
Via virtual prepaid card in 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device, credit, service, and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months. See T-Mobile.com.
617-777-7777. Gotta get Glassman.
If you've been hurt in a car crash or on the job, Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers has been winning big for clients for over 29 years. Call today for a free consultation.
Gotta get Glassman. 617-777-7777. Gotta get Glassman.
Herb Chambers is throwing heat this season with an exceptional lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Offering 35 brands and thousands of vehicles, Herb Chambers offers you the most choices when looking for your next vehicle. Game on.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
We're back here in the top of the 6th. Sox trailing this one 4-3. It's going to be Abreu, O'Neill, and Yoshida. The Herb Chambers batting order. Sponsored by Herb Chambers. Sprinter vans of Boston and Peabody. The lefty Young remains in this game. Refschneider's actually going to pinch hit here for Abreu. First pitch to Ref is going to be down for a ball. So Cora going to his bench with the lefty on the mound. Young came in last inning, got a couple quick outs. The 1-0 fastball sinker is going to be in there at 89, the inside corner. He did give up the hit to Valdez. Actually, no, he got 2 quick outs. The hit was to Jaron Duran. And then got Rafi Devers hitting a 4-6-3 double play. The 1-1 to Ref. It's going to miss down with a changeup. Sox trying to win a game out here. And even if they did that, it would still be a 2-4 trip. Followed by, what was it, 2-6 homestand. Let's see if he can pull this one out. The 2-1 to Refschneider. That's going to miss down. Young's had some issues with control, falling behind a few hitters, but 3-1 here to lead off the 6th. Kelly was up in that Sox bullpen, but we'll see if Houck, at 84 pitches, stays in this game. 3-1 pitch. That's going to miss down and away, so you get a leadoff walk here from Rob Refschneider.
That's it for Young.
That is going to do it. He's going to come out. We saw Adam Ottavino warming up down that bullpen. We'll see if he's got any better at holding runners. There's a guy you could take off on all the time. Let's take a quick break during this pitching change. Actually, it doesn't look like Ottavino. We'll tell you who that is when we come back. You're listening to Red Sox Baseball on the WEI, Shaw's and Star Market, Red Sox Radio Network.
This call to the bullpen gives you a chance to check out all the great Ford SUV offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on the award-winning Ford SUV lineup that you won't see advertised anyplace else. Whether you plan to buy from your Ford dealer's inventory or custom order your new SUV, visit buyfordnow.com and see how much you can save. And then see your New England Ford dealers for your new SUV.
Looking to create a space you love? Let Sherwin-Williams bring your color to life. Whether you get expert help with a virtual color consultation or visit swsamples.com to order color chips and peel and stick samples, Sherwin-Williams has all the color solutions to help you find the perfect hue for your paint project. When you're ready to paint, shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams to get everything you need. Let Sherwin-Williams bring your color to life. Nothing brings the fans to their feet as when the cleanup hitter comes to the plate. And in Eastern Mass, homeowners react the same way when they see Drains by James pull up to take care of drain or sewer problems, as well as provide money-saving pipe lining solutions. Drains by James covers all the bases when it comes to giving homeowners dependable drain, sewer, and pipe service. Learn more at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
It's going to be the righty Huascar Brazobank. How'd I do?
Good.
Huascar Brazobank. We saw him earlier in Miami. He actually threw 3 scoreless against the Red Sox down in Miami earlier. Acquired now by the Mets.
Just one small tweak. Brazobank.
Brazobank. That's right. I got to get that one down. He's got a good fastball, but he likes his changeup, cutter, sinker to go with it. So he's going to step in here now with Rob Refschneider on first base. Tyler O'Neill steps up. It's going to be Yoshida following him.
When you went with Mason Lewis Merloni, was the runner-up Huascar?
It was. It was either Mason or Huascar. First pitch missed up and in.
Freshman year underway.
Yeah, first real day. Yesterday was sort of like a walkthrough.
Yeah.
Took the train in, take the train out.
Whole new world.
Really, really is. Had to do the picture in front of the house. He wasn't happy about it. This ball's laced foul. Got the head out on that one.
Yeah, see, we had day one of first grade. My little dude was thrilled, right? He was smiling, holding the sign in front of the house.
That's what they love. The first few years, they can't wait. Let's go take a picture. When they get to 8th or 9th grade, it's like, Mace, let's go get a picture. And it's really, I'm still doing that.
Don't smile, I dare you.
It's just, there's no smile. A lot of smiles when he was young. This one, he looks miserable. 1-1 pitch misses.
Hurry up, Mom. I got to get the train.
Yeah, let's go. Get this over with. No smile.
Now, is that tie every day or certain occasions?
No, it's just, I think it's like, I got to look. Friday, Mass Day. I think they have their Mass Day. But
yeah.
No pants, no Crocs, belts, polos. 2-1, fouled.
Mace and his generation do that thing that I would have never, you just never know with kids style, the Crocs with socks.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything with socks. Crocs with socks.
Flip-flops, socks.
My wife hates Crocs. He loves Crocs. Can't wear Crocs anymore.
Sorry about it.
Not that tuition is worth it, but it's one of the benefits. 2-2 count. My man Huascar here to Tyler O'Neill. Here's the pitch. This ball's driven high and deep down the line, but it looks like it's hooking foul. That hit home run distance. high, towering fly ball by Tyler O'Neill. And, for a guy that's been late on fastballs here for the last 10, 12 days, he has really turned on a couple here from Brazoban. Counts even 2-2. Fastball misses away. 3-2 count.
Does Mace put the little, I don't even know what they're called, but like the little trinkets in the holes on top of the Crocs?
He did that for the first year or so at Crocs. Try to find the cool little whatevers they put on there, but when you play around, you lose them everywhere. Brazoban 3-2 misses down and away, and Tyler O'Neill walks. Back-to-back walks here to start off the 6th.
It's like that launch, the foul ball kind of spooked him a little bit.
Yeah, we'll take that all day long. Couple of free passes. The last thing you want when you're leading in a ball game 4-3 here in the 6th is to come out and give a couple of free passes, especially with a team that the Red Sox, now they exploded for 3 runs in the 3rd because getting multiple runs in an inning has not been something they've been able to do here recently. So Masataka Yoshida steps in. Now he's 0 for 2, flew out to left. Popped up in the middle of the infield. Alonso took care of that. First pitch to him is popped up down the left field line. Looks like that could get into the stands. Will it? Vientos goes over, and it just misses it on the other side of the fence. Little break there for Masa. By the way, this copyright broadcast presented by the authority of the Boston Red Sox. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of WEEI and the Boston Red Sox. We got a little action here, Will.
Mm-hmm. This is what happens when you take over.
Well, you got 3 in the 3rd, I was hoping it didn't come to this where they needed me. 0-1 pitch to Masa. Here it is. This is a fly ball off the end of the bat to center field. Bader come running in. He's got a long way to go. He's under plenty of time. Makes the catch. And Masataka is retired for the first out of the inning. Stay tuned after the game. We got the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. You can shop your local Nissan store, nissanusa.com today.
One of Casas' powers is his feel for the strike zone, but I think he's taken a lot of first-pitch fastballs right down the middle for strikes. If he gets one here, I hope he looks to do damage.
He did walk back in the 2nd. Grounded out to 3rd. In the 4th, he's 0 for 1 in this one. First pitch, and exactly that. He swings at it, but it's right to Lindor up the middle. He steps on 2nd, throws to 1st, and another inning-ending double play for the Boston Red Sox. So what started off, pretty good threat here for the Sox. 2 guys on, they go down, and they're going to walk into the bottom of the 6th, still trailing this one 4-3 on the WEI Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Fresh cut and ready to go. Watermelon is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Hey, it's Joe. Today through Thursday, pick up watermelon for an amazing 59 cents a pound. Watermelon is the ultimate refreshing snack. The perfect fruit for a sunny September day. Yes, only 59 cents a pound for fresh-cut watermelon. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
The odds of a foul ball knocking over your perfectly balanced tray of nachos? Astronomical.
Dude, watch the nachos.
We don't know what's going to happen on a trip to the ballpark, but we do know the chances of falling victim to online crime are 1 in 4. You and your family need Aura with scam protection, fraud monitoring, and parental control features. Protect everything your family does online with Aura. Go to aura.com/baseball to start your free trial today. The 1 in 4 statistics is based on research conducted by Javelin Strategy and Research. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions effectively.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Zach Kelly takes the mound for the Boston Red Sox here in the 6th. Alonzo, Winker, and Taylor. Middle of this lineup. Herb Chambers batting order. That's going to be it for Tanner Houck. Only 84 pitches. He went 5. Gave up 4 on 5 hits. His first pitch to Alonzo's in there. 80-mile-an-hour sweeper. Tanner gave up 4 in the first. It was a Jesse Winker grand slam. Then after that, he retired 12 in a row. Gave up a couple back-to-back hits in the 5th, but he got out of that jam. A little surprised he didn't maybe go the 6th there. 84 pitches. But Zach Kelly is on.
He needs a good one.
2/3, gave up a home run. Detroit, couple of hits, couple of runs. 1-1, it's going to be a slider. Backhander here by Devers down the third base line. He comes up throwing and gets Alonzo in plenty of time for the first out here in the 6th. Yeah, you know, he had that last outing 2 2/3 of an inning. Give up a home run, a couple of hits, couple of runs. He had 5 scoreless before that. It's just about the consistency, right? Nobody questions the stuff. It's 97, changeup 83, slider cutter, location, location, location. First pitch to cutter up and in to Jesse Winker. Winker deciding blow in this one. The first inning was his grand slam. It was home run number 14 in the year for him off Tanner Houck. Settled down after that, but the damage was done. There's a rip down the right field line off that netting foul.
Well, since then, of course, the Red Sox had 2 on for Devers double play, 2 on for Costas double play.
Yeah. A couple of big inning-ending double plays. They put 3 up in the 3rd. As Will mentioned, back-to-back double plays ended the 5th and 6th. There's a changeup, misses down and away to Winker.
Well, now the Royals have put 4 runs up in the 4th inning, so they lead Cleveland 4-1. Minnesota getting smoked in St. Pete, 8-4 in the 7th.
They put 4 up, yeah. 2-1 to Winker. It's going to be a line drive, 1 hopper to Valdez. Pops up on him, but he gloves it, throws it to first base, and Winker is retired. Took a strange hop up, but he kept the glove on it. Subaru of New England scoreboard, as Will mentioned. Tampa up 8-4 over Minnesota in the 7th. Kansas City put 4 up on Cleveland, the 5th, bottom of the 4th. It's now 4-1. Texas up 2-0 on the Yankees.
You know, there's a lot of angry Yankee fans across town at the insistence on sticking with Alex Verdugo, who's just been awful of late for the Yankees.
Clinton Holmes as well. He's been giving it up. Here's Taylor.
Gotta call Tyrone. But they got this kid, Jason Dominguez, down the minor leagues, an elite prospect, and they won't call him up. Sticking with Verdugo, the Yankees.
1-0 to Taylor from Kelly. Here it is. That's going to swing. That's going to take for a strike. Subaru New England all-wheel drive. Away is going on right now. Find your authorized Subaru retail at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Sometimes reads are hard.
Just asked me last night.
Yep. 1-1 to Taylor. Here it is. Swing and a miss on a good sweeper at 81.
We got new friends at 5 Hour Energy.
Yeah. How'd that go?
Last night it was the worst performance of my life.
Yeah. So listen, I've been there. Radio.
I had the spot read yips.
Happens to the best of us, Will. That sweeper's bounced in. Nice block by Wong. I remember entire breaks sometimes. 3 or 4 minutes. Had to do one read.
Yeah.
Couldn't spit it out. I got 4A over there to my left, laughing, giggling, and then you can't stop laughing. And then you're like, you know what? Let's just do it next break.
Yeah.
So you just.
But it builds.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Rich Hill's up in the pen.
2-2 to Taylor. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. That's good fastballs is going to miss down. Kelly really needing a clean inning here. It'll be nice. Got to keep this game right where it is, 4-3.
But like it took me 9 takes last night.
Yeah,
it was brutal.
You just sometimes, and you're from Stanford. I mean, you have no excuse.
I usually do them the first time. Last night, not so.
3-2, swing and a miss. Good sweeper from Kelly, and Taylor is retired. Nice 1-2-3 inning for Zach Kelly. Sox still trail this one. We're going to head to the 7th. Only down 4-3. You listen to Red Sox baseball on the WEI, Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in, like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today.
In Connecticut, visit MB Tractor and Equipment in South Windsor, Ruitt Sibley Equipment in New Milford, and RNS Rentals and Sales in Torrington.
Playing it safe at home means having health insurance. And if you need coverage right now, the Massachusetts Health Connector has a lineup loaded with power. The Connector Care program is available to more people than ever and includes low premiums and no deductibles, keeping you covered and saving you money for everything from an urgent ER trip to managing chronic diseases like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Everyone in Massachusetts is required to have health insurance. If you need it, go to mahealthconnector.org today and find the right plan for you and your family. That's mahealthconnector.org.
Fresh cut and ready to go. Watermelon is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Hey, it's Lou. Today through Thursday, pick up cut watermelon for an amazing 59 cents a pound. Watermelon is the ultimate refreshing snack, the perfect fruit for a sunny September day. Yes, only 59 cents a pound for fresh cut watermelon. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
You've got to try the 99 Restaurant's new $14.99 Big Deal Meals. 4 hearty, full-size entrees for just $14.99 every Monday through Wednesday. Like the roasted turkey dinner or the juicy chopped sirloin. You gotta love the nines.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Oscar Brazoban remains in this game. For the Mets, bottom third, Wong, Valdez, and Sogard. Swing and a miss on a good cutter down and away. That's the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Audi Burlington, and Audi Brookline.
That's the old sellout for a first pitch fastball
sure
swing there.
Was. Trying to ambush you. Now you got to get back into the count. The 0-1, he couldn't lay off of that one either. Another cutter down and away at 92. Brazoban, he does love that cutter. Cutter changeup. 2 pitches 56% of the time. Then he goes to the fastball and the sinker, but the fastball's at 96. Cutter's got like a little slide action though too. It's a tough pitch. Connor having some issues with it. Here we go, 0-2. Lays off that one though. 7th inning, sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. It's exclusive Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program will help you grow and manage your paint business. Sox trying to get a couple on the board here in the 7th. Trying to get one game out of this and avoid the sweep by the Mets, who are also chasing that wild card spot. 1-2 is a line drive down the left field line, but it's hooking foul.
It's Tommy Pham who hit a 3-run homer. He was released by the Cardinals, caught on with the Royals, who kind of revamped their offense once Pasquantino got injured. They got Grossman and Pham, and Tommy Pham, a 3-run bomb.
You see, that's why I wish they would bring the non-waiver, whatever, waiver trade deadline back. 1-2. This is another soft line drive. So he can get down for a hit. It's down the line. Nimmo tries to cut it off. Wong, he's going to pull for second. No, he stops. Back to first base. Probably a good decision. Nimmo gets down that line pretty good. Gets around it. And Connor Wong is a leadoff hit here now in the 7th.
Nimmo's done that a couple times in this series. He moves really well in the outfield.
He sure does. He cut off. I think it was Valdez earlier in the game. He sliced one down the line. It was slicing away from him, and he was still able to get to it. But Connor Wong gets his 2nd hit of the night. It's going to bring up Emmanuel Valdez here with nobody out in the 7th. First pitch, swing and miss on that changeup. It's 92.
So now we got Rich Hill's picture on Justin Slayton's numbers warming up in the pen, and the other Young for the Mets, the lefty. Unclear whose headshot that is.
Well, it looks like Slayton is now up, the righty.
With Rich Hill's face on the video board. Very weird.
0-1, swing and miss again on another changeup. Oh, yeah, because Hill is down. Looks like Slayton will be up for the Red Sox. And the other lefty, the other Young, I should say, Danny Young, the lefty. You would think that's definitely for Duran Devers. Remember, Refsnet is in for Abreu, but Duran and Devers. So Wong is on first. Sox trail in this one 4-3. No outs. 0-2 pitch here to Valdez as he steps off. He didn't like that pitch.
Kyle Hudson is changing it up a little bit. He's got darker shoes. He normally goes light, but he's trying to reverse the mojo.
Why not? Swing and miss on another changeup. Tripled up on him. 93, and it looks like that is going to do it for Brazoban.
Just spectacular. We got Jeffrey Lyons listening. I had a wonderful lunch with him. He very much appreciates your Spanish pronunciation.
Yeah, well, there you go. So Brazoban, well, vamonos. And coming in, it looks like the lefty Danny Young. We'll tell you more about him when we come back. And the quick little pitch and change in the Shaw's and Star Market WI Red Sox Radio Network.
During this call to the bullpen, your New England Ford dealers remind you that this is the perfect time to check out all their great Ford truck offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on Ford F-150, built Ford tough and smarter than ever. The legendary Super Duty, our most capable heavy-duty pickup, and the turbocharged Ranger, ready for your next adventure. Visit buyfordnow.com and see why now's the time to buy or lease your new Ford truck.
Looking to create a space you love? Let Sherwin-Williams bring your color to life. Whether you get expert help with a virtual color consultation or visit swsamples.com to order color chips and peel and stick samples, Sherwin-Williams has all the color solutions to help you find the perfect hue for your paint project. When you're ready to paint, shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams to get everything you need. Let Sherwin-Williams bring your color to life.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Before we get into lefty Danny Young, let's pause 10 seconds on the WEEI Shaw's Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
We said the lefty Danny Young comes into the game. You saw him the other night. Lefty, kind of sinker, sweeper kind of guy. Little three-quarter delivery, 91, with a good sweeper that neutralizes some lefties. But he's not going to be facing Nick Sogard, even though he's a switch hitter. It's going to be Will's homie, Romy Gonzalez.
I hope we have a moment for that right here.
Yeah, pinch hitting for Sogard. Duran's on deck. You got one out here in the seventh. Connor Wong with some speed on first base. Slender lefty comes set, delivers. There's a drive foul over the Mets dugout into that second deck.
He's been a great pinch hitter, Gonzalez has.
He has, and he's hitting lefties. He's done a nice job this year against lefties. He's .315 with a .909 OPS. As Young misses with that slider down and in. Check some pinch hit numbers, but I know the last couple of times he's done a really nice job. Here's a 1-1. That slider's going to be in there for a strike.
I don't know about that.
Outside. 259, 7 for 27 with 5 walks. 35 pinch hit opportunities for Romy Gonzalez. That ranks second in baseball.
So hard to do.
Here's the 1-2. He lays off a slider down and in. It really is. And there's, you can talk to some guys that have done it their whole career, and a lot of guys like to get that swing out of the way, right? They want to be aggressive on the first pitch. Feel like you're in an at-bat. You don't want to be 3 or 4 pitches without swinging coming off the bench. He swung at the first pitch, but now he's got it back to an even count, 2-2 here to Young. Here it is. That's going to miss down and away with another sweeper at 81. 2-pitch guy. He's a little funk.
So I know you got Duran on deck, but I would be tempted with Wong at first here, even with the lefty on the mound.
See, if it's a righty, I'm all about it. If it's a lefty, I just don't know if the gamble's worth it. Because you're going first move. And he doesn't go. It's a ground ball to second base. Flips over to Lindor on to first base. And they turn 2 again.
I don't think so. I thought he beat the throw. I'm sure the Red Sox will look.
We'll see if they want to take a look at it, but if they don't, it's the 3rd inning in a row that the Boston, they won't take a look at it. So for the 3rd inning in a row, the Boston Red Sox have ended a rally by hitting into a double play. That one was close. But we're going to head to the bottom of the 7th. Sox still trailing this one 4-3. on the WEI Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Just like our hometown legends of the diamond, Herb Chambers has been hitting it out of the park for decades with legendary customer service. With over 35 brands and so many locations, Herb Chambers offers the largest inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. You can always count on getting the lowest prices and best value. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Come see for yourself and experience our legendary customer service today. Herb Chambers. We don't sell cars, we help people buy them.
Whether you're tinkering in your garage or tackling big projects, if you know the value of working with your hands, you know Harbor Freight. And you can be confident knowing that at Harbor Freight, you can get quality tools at prices that work just as hard as you do. Because the only thing more satisfying than a job well done is a job well done, well under budget. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Lowe's knows saving pros time and money means getting the job done easier. Right now, save 10% on Georgia Pacific vinyl siding panels. Plus, save an additional 20% when you buy in bulk. And get free same-day delivery to the job site when you order by 2 p.m. Because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Offer valid through 9/4. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Planet Fitness is the place to get that big fitness energy with tons of equipment and free fitness training. Join now for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime.
Hurry! Deal ends September 12th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
See Club for details.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
It's going to be Justin Slayton here making his 35th appearance of the year in the bottom of the 7th. He's going to face the bottom third, McNeil, Alvarez, and Bader. First pitch, ground ball to first base. Casas lets it get under his glove into right field. He's set up for the backhand, and he goes to second. Here's the throw to second base, and he is out. Jeff McNeil, it was slowly hit. It was under the glove of Tristan Casas. It rolled into the outfield, but Refsnyder hustling to come in and get it. McNeil looked like he was going to take off and then hesitated, and I think that is what cost him. He rounds first base, he slows down, stop and go, and if he just kept going, he might have got in there. But a nice throw from Rob Refsnyder over to Romy Gonzalez, who's now in the game at shortstop. And Jeff McNeil is retired 9-6. A little break there if you're Tristan Casas to get that out erased.
Yep, what a gift that is. Tristan's having a tough week defensively.
Well, he's picking balls from infielders, but he's not picking balls, maybe that are hit right at him. And that one there, he just sort of waved that and it stayed under his glove. Here's another hard hit ground ball up the middle by Alvarez. That's going to get in for a hit. So a couple of hits here in the first, but McNeil was erased. It's a big play now when you look back at it.
What a huge gift that is to kind of let the Red Sox get away with another defensive miscue.
Yeah, they sure did. By the way, we missed a 110 pitch. That was about 110 pitches ago. It was brought to you by 110 Grill, gluten-free dining done right. 110 Grill is an official partner of the WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
I mean, you didn't miss it.
No, it's just doubled up. So Harrison Bader now steps in. Ooh, big cutter up and in. Bad miss by Slayton. Alvarez got his first hit of the night. Bader's 0 for 2 in this one. Did hit it hard to Sogard back in the second. First pitch line out, smoked it. Slayton's set. Here's the 1-0. This is a pop fly down the right field line. Casas gives it a run, but it's going to go into the stands. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line that puts goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store, NissanUSA.com today. Sort of missed that 7th inning stretch, too, didn't we?
You're having too much fun with pronunciations.
I really am. There's a line drive to center field, but it's going to stay up as Duran runs underneath it for the second out of the inning. By the way, that 7th inning stretch was brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman, Injury Lawyers. Have you been injured? Give him a call at 617-777-7777 and let Glassman score for you. Well, going to bring up their guy, Francisco Lindor. He's had another great night, 2 for 3 in this one, with a double and a run scored. The MVP chance.
Maton is up. That's your last chance pre-Diaz in the 8th.
Yeah. First pitch is going to be a fastball up and away. Maton came in last night, closed that game out.
And this looks like the Lindor from Cleveland.
Yeah,
he has
sure
just
does.
been unbelievable.
Maton exactly game 1 is when he came in to close that out. Diaz had thrown 4 or 5 nights. He'll be available tonight, though. Lindor, big swing and a miss at 97 on top of the zone. The 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Sox trailing this one 4 to 3. Mets put a 4 spot in the first on a Jesse Winker grand slam. Sox have done a nice job. Houck really settled down after that, gave him 5 innings. Kelly came in for a scoreless 6th, and now Slayton trying to put another 0 up here in the 7th. The 1-1 pitch by him again at 98 on the bottom of the zone.
Pretty awesome. Just come and get it.
We said this last night. He's got 97. He came in and took him 8 or 9 pitches last night to show that 97. He hung a breaking ball to Vientos, and he just had launched a solo shot to center at the time, making a 3-1 game. Here's the 1-2. That's going to miss down and in. By the way, fresh cut and ready to go watermelon now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market today through Thursday. Pick up cut watermelon for an amazing 59 cents a pound. That's right, only 59 cents a pound. Fresh cut watermelon. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network. 2-2 count to Lindor. Alvarez is on first. Here's the pitch. Here's a ground ball. Rolls over to second base. Valdez charge it. Little flip to Casas.
I think Slayton hurt himself, Lou.
That is going to do it. Slayton kind of falling off that mound.
Oy.
It looks like he's grabbing that left knee of his. Cora's going to go out and look at him.
He's saying he's okay. I want to see a replay. Maybe he rolled his ankle.
We'll take a look at it, let you know what we see when we come back after this. We're going to go to the 8th. Sox trailing this one 4 to 3 in the WEI, Shaw's and Star Market, Red Sox Radio Network.
It's so much fun when I'm driving with you. Everywhere we go, everything that we do. Yeah, it's fun when I'm driving with you.
Drive away in the all-wheel drive 2025 Subaru Outback. Buy with 1.9% financing or lease for just $305 per month during the Subaru of New England all-wheel drive away. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
You hear that? That's the sound of your tailgate burgers on the grill. But win $10,000 in the 5-Hour Energy Tailgate Champ Sweepstakes, and instead of burgers grilling, it could be thick, juicy steaks. Listen. Completely different sound. Completely different. Kinda. Enter the 5-Hour Energy Tailgate Champ Sweepstakes for your chance to win $10,000. No purchase necessary. Go to 5hewin.com for rules and enter today. Ends October 31st, 2024.
Planet Fitness is the place to get that big fitness energy with tons of equipment and free fitness training. Join now for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime.
Hurry. Deal ends September 12th. Join now online or at your local PF Club.
See Club for details.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
The left-hander Young remains in the game for the Mets in the 8th inning, and why not? You got Jarren Duran, then Devers, and then Refsnyder. They do have the righty Maton up in the pen. It is 4-3 Mets. So much action early in the game where New York got a grand slam from Jesse Winker in the first. Great job thereafter by Houck, Kelly, and Slayton, who appeared to kind of catch his spikes on his left foot coming down the mound.
Yeah, that ground ball to second, his plant foot, like this left foot when it landed, he went to run, and it was almost like his foot got stuck, like the spike in the clay, and just sort of wrenched his knee knee a little bit.
Duran's hit the ball hard 3 times, 2 hits to show. The pitch is a strike. Looked to be a little low with a slider, but called strike 1. He's on another one of those runs as Duran trying to strap this team to his back. On base 2 times yesterday, 2 more today. The 0-1 is outside. So Duran has been on base 5 times in this series. And scored 2 more runs. 4-3 New York. 1-1 the pitch. Duran is in there taking a ball in the dirt. It's 2-1.
You really got to get him on. Everything changes when he comes on, especially bring that righty into the game. The stolen base threat, even the lefty.
2-1. Duran standing tall in the box. The pitch, swinging a ground ball off the rear end of the pitcher. It is picked up by Lindor. He throws to first in time to get Duran. I thought that hit him at first, but the fact that it got out there to Lindor means maybe he olayed it. That's a big pitch, and there's one away.
Yeah, he spins off this like lefties do, and it's hit. He kind of throws his hand to almost try to catch it behind his back. He kind of pulls his arm up because he doesn't want to deflect it, but it's a really nice play by Lindor. How many times have we seen Duran beat this out? But Lindor knows who's running, charges hard, gets rid of it quick, and gets him.
Here we go with Devers. Struggling tonight and really for a few weeks. He takes strike 1 here, fast sweeper, and it's 0-1. Devers does have a sac fly tonight, but grounded into a double play in a huge spot in the 5th.
Yeah, now 1 for his last 23, 0 for his last 12.
A time like the present to break out of it. You're so right about the momentum swing, getting Duran on base or not. Mets are chasing the Atlanta Braves half a game out on the wild card. The Braves lead the Rockies 5-2 in the 6th. 0-1. The pitch is just inside, very close. The ball, and it's 1-1. He did hit the ball hard, that double play. Just missed a homer on that sac fly in the 3rd, so maybe some signs for Devers. 1-1. Ref Snyder on deck. Here's the pitch. Devers swings and misses badly at a slider that was way outside. And it's 1-2. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers, Lexus of Sharon and Lexus of Hingham. Kenley Jansen is up in the Red Sox bullpen. 1-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He waved at a fastball, a slider rather, in the right-handed batter's box, and Devers' struggles continue. 2 down, and that'll do it for Young. They're going to go to the righty Maton to face Ref Snyder here in this 8th inning, and the prospect of the trumpets blaring and Edwin Diaz looming large here in New York. Young is done. Maton coming on for Ref Snyder. 2 down in the 8th, 4-3 Mets. Pitching change of the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
During this call to the bullpen, your New England Ford dealers remind you that this is the perfect time to check out all their great Ford truck offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on Ford F-150, built Ford tough and smarter than ever. The legendary Super Duty, our most capable heavy-duty pickup, and the turbocharged Ranger, ready for your next adventure. Visit buyfordnow.com and see why now's the time to buy or lease your new Ford truck.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturrow Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Looking to create a space you love? Let Sherwin-Williams bring your color to life. Whether you get expert help with a virtual color consultation or visit swsamples.com to order color chips and peel and stick samples, Sherwin-Williams has all the color solutions to help you find the perfect hue for your paint project. When you're ready to paint, shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams to get everything you need. Let Sherwin-Williams bring your color to life.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Phil Maton pitched the ninth inning here on Monday, and now trying to get the final out of the eighth inning here and put the Mets 3 outs from a series sweep. He got Casas, Yoshida, and Wong on Monday. Now Refsnyder with 2 down and the bases empty.
Big curveball, big sweeper, little cutter. Really throws that sinker. It's only 87, 88.
4-3 Mets. Here's Rob. He squares the bunt and pushes it down the third base line. Foul. Wow. Defense was back. Good idea, but he fouled it off, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, that's a good call, especially off this guy. Like I was telling you, everything is like cutter, sweeper, right? So when you bunt for a hit, man, it's dying right outer half going into your running. As you start to run, it's good guy to bunt on. Vento's still way, way, way back.
O'Neill would be next. He's on deck. The pitch is up and in and almost hit him. A fastball. It's 1-1. Cooper Boardman standing by. He'll have the Nissan postgame show after we're finished here.
Maton's done a really nice job. He came over from Tampa, where he had a 4.58 ERA. Got a 1.77 for the Mets in 22 appearances.
David Stearns made some big moves to sort of support their pen. 1-1 to Refsnyder. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No. Curveball. He did hold up, and it's 2-1. That has been a real issue for the Mets, getting the ball to Diaz. The 7th and 8th innings. The Red Sox have not taken advantage of that in this series at all. 2-1 to Refsnyder. Outfield plays him the other way. The pitch is ripped into the defense toward the gap, and it's going to get down for a hit. Bader shades over. Rob is thinking too, but he holds up. Throw way off the bag. Refsnyder scampers back to first, and the tying run is aboard with 2 outs in the 8th.
That is such a nice play by Harrison Bader in center field. Like he was shading, towards right center a little bit, but this is a little cutter. Rob does a beautiful job. Stays on it, smokes this ball to right center, and drives it. And Bader, on his horse, reaches up and cuts this ball off, spins and throws to keep Refsnyder right where he is. That would have been a big 2-out double for the Sox, but Bader cut it off. Now the throw was way down the line. As it turns out, Ref probably would have been safe, but because he gets to it so quickly, it stops the base run.
Can't risk it. Looks like Kenley's going to come on no matter what, even if the Red Sox trail by a run. Why not?
You got an off day tomorrow. Hasn't thrown much here on this road trip.
Rays beat the Twins 9-4. The Royals, though, lead the Guardians 4-1 in the 7th. What a chance here for Tyler O'Neill. Refsnyder at first, the tying run, 2 down in the 8th. Maton is ready. He throws. O'Neill swings and misses. Sinker up above the zone. It's 0-1. He's had a real hard time lately, Tyler, handling that fastball up above the zone.
Yeah. I'm curious, there's not another guy warming up. I mean, what happens if it's a 2-run homer right here?
0-1. Here's the pitch. And that is a ball just outside a curveball, and it's 1-1.
I mean, it is 2-3-4. Nimmo, Vientos, and Alonso, their most dangerous hitters. Do you give Kenley the 8th no matter what? Who do you call upon to close it out? Chris Martin?
1 strike.
Normally you just do it the other way around.
O'Neill waits. The pitch is swung on and ripped into left field. Coming on Nimmo. He can't get it. Refsnyder around second. He heads for third. It's a base hit for O'Neill. And the Red Sox have him at first and third with 2 down in the 8th.
Well, those are 2 big hits right there for a couple of guys that needed them, right? Refsnyder comes in as a good at-bat. He draws a walk when he pinch hit for Abreu in the 6th, followed with a beautiful knock the other way. And then Tyler O'Neill, who's in a little bit of a rut himself, really jumps all over this pitch. A nice aggressive base running by Refsnyder just to get over to third base.
And now Yoshida gets to face the righty because the Mets already used both the lefties named Young. So here we go with Massa.
You take a shot, you bring in your righty to get the 2 righties out. When you don't get the job, you put yourself in this spot.
Some Let's Go Red Sox chants breaking out in Queens. 2 on, 2 out. Yoshida waits. The pitch way outside. Nice little job there by Alvarez to lunge up and get it. Ball 1. Massa had a heroic moment late in a game in the Bronx about 2 months ago. Does he have another in the Big Apple here?
I wonder if this is one of those games where Kenley said, I got 2 no matter what.
1-0 to Massa. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul on the third base side out of play. And it's 1-1.
Big hit here, though. You got to get this one here first.
And maybe you could avoid Diaz in the ninth. We'll see. 1-1 to Yoshida. Refsnyder, the tying run at third. O'Neill at first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Big curveball. Right in the middle of the plate, but Yoshida waved over the top. It's 1-2.
Yeah, way out in front of that. It wasn't about the location. It was about the timing. So far out in front, just couldn't stay back in time to hit that hanger. It's a slow one. He throws in there at about 74 miles an hour.
1-2 to Yoshida. 2 down in the 8th. Naton's ready. Everybody up in Queens. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul outside of first. He doubled up on the curve, and Massa was ready that time.
Yeah, a little better timing on that one, right? The Red Sox last 3 innings have had some rallies. That's the inning-ending double plays. 3 innings in a row in the 5th, 6th, and 7th. You're looking to get on the board again.
Here's another 1-2. Swinging a grounder to first, but foul. Alonso went after it, but outside the line. Yet another curveball. Tying run is 90 feet away, trying to avoid a series sweep and a 1-5 road trip. Alvarez out in front of the plate, fiddling with the pitch comm on his leg guards.
They got Ottavino working out in that bullpen right now, getting loose.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Yoshida waits. Naton throws. Swinging a line drive to short. Lindor leaps and makes the play. And the inning is over. A little off the end of the bat. And the Red Sox leave a pair aboard in the 8th. Bottom half next, 4-3 Mets. Kenley coming on for the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Network.
The Nissan Rogue with available Google built-in helps you make the most of your drive. Take care of the small stuff, like,
Hey Google, cool down my car.
and,
Hey Google, turn on the dog feeder.
or change up your adventure.
Hey Google, navigate me to the nearest music venue.
Handle your drive like a pro.
Experience the ultimate connection in the new 2024 Nissan Rogue. Get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on road. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. Not equipped on all vehicles. Requires compatible device sequences shortened and simulated. Activation of Nissan Connect services package required. Only use features when safe and legal to do so. Data rates may apply. Subject to third-party service availability. Google, Google Play, and Google Maps are trademarks of Google LLC. Well-qualified buyers. 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on new 2024 Rogue and dealer stock. 60 months financing at $17.92 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to residency restrictions and in-mat credit approval. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Ends 9/30/24.
Nachos! Hey, I'll take some. And some Frank's Red Hot. Nah. You're just gonna eat these boring nachos with no flavor. Frank it up! Frank it up! This guy finally gets it.
It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
Navien tankless water heaters, the proven leader in condensing technology. Request a Navien because you deserve the best in endless hot water delivery. Learn about Navien's condensing tankless water heaters and find a Navien contractor at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien. Planet Fitness is the place to get that big fitness energy with tons of equipment and free fitness training. Join now for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime.
Hurry! Deal ends September 12th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
See Club for details.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, another opportunity missed by the Red Sox to score runs and tie the game or more. They trail 4-3 going to the bottom of the 8th, and here's Kenley Jansen.
Now, do they play Mr. Brightside every inning, every time going in the bottom of the 8th, or is it just when they're winning?
They let the fans vote on that. They call it 8th inning karaoke.
Yep.
And they pick the killers. Here is Nimmo.
Every night.
The pitch is strike. I think I saw on the video board that's 3 in a row. They voted for that song. I like it when they do it at Fenway in those spots.
When they
what
play
you're
it, it
saying.
means like they're winning.
Yeah, good times.
And it's good times and it's exciting.
So good, so good. 0-1 to Nimmo. The pitch from Kenley is inside off the plate. And it's 1-1. Jansen, a little bit up and down of late. He was on an incredible run, but blew a save in Detroit. 1 ball, 1 strike. That was the game the Red Sox did end up winning in extra innings. 1-1 to Nimmo. The pitch is fouled off. And it is little things that sometimes decide these games, Lou. And the ability of Bader to cut that ball off before it went into the gap probably kept the Mets ahead.
100%. Again, we say if Ref decided to go, the throw was way offline, but he got to it so quick, he held Ref from getting a double. He would have scored, tied the game on O'Neal's hit.
Here's the pitch that misses outside, 2-2. Edwin Diaz is up in the Met bullpen.
Again, Nimmo again down the left field line. He stopped a couple of doubles. Connor Wong and Valdez. Who knows what would have happened there?
2 balls, 2 strikes. Kenley throws, and he misses. And away with a cutter, the count is full. It goes without saying that one of the great closers in the game warming, you need to keep the score right where it is. 4-3 Mets. Payoff pitch coming to Nimmo. And here it is. And he walked him. High cutter. And with his well-documented difficulty controlling the running game, you worry about Nimmo over at first.
Well, he's got 12 bags. He hasn't been thrown out yet this year. Kenley got that first strike in there and just sort of lost him. Again, it goes back to the whole closer in the game. Not a closing situation, but tough part of the lineup.
Kenley, the Red Sox 4th pitcher. Here's Mark Vientos. Nimmo's got a big lead. He's not going. And the pitch from Jansen is a strike right in the heart of the plate, 0-1. Wong has not thrown as well of late. Sometimes Kenley doesn't give him much of a chance. 0-1. Leadoff man aboard here. Bigger lead now. Not going. The pitch on the ground to short. Romy dives. He can't get it. It's into the outfield. He, in the end, didn't actually dive after that ball. He lunged to his left, did Gonzalez. But out of his reach. And the Mets have him at first and second with nobody out.
So Iglesias is going to pinch run for Vientos. He'll go in to third base, a better defender.
I don't believe they're going to ask Pete Alonso to bunt here.
No, I don't think so, unless you consider trying to hit the ball over the fence a bunt.
You know, it's interesting off the bat. I thought that could be a double play, but it's another one where the spray chart had Romy a little bit more toward the hole for the right-handed hitter. So, big spot here for Jansen, trying to give the Red Sox a chance in this 8th inning. 2 on, none out for the Polar Bear. Launched a huge home run that sort of salted away the game last night. Here's the pitch to him, and it's a strike on the inside corner.
Kenley's done a really nice job slide stepping, trying to control the running game. But what that slide step does is it just times up the hitter. Right? It's one of the great things with Kenley with that slow windup. He can mess with the timing of the hitter, but when he slide steps.
0-1 is way high.
There's no deception, right? You lose that part of it.
Alonso, 7 plate appearances against Kenley, 1 for 6 with a triple.
Triple? Someone fall?
2 on, none out. Kenley throws. And a foul back to the screen. Wow, he got away with one there. That was center cut. And Alonso straight back, 1-2.
Well, the Sox were in a similar spot last night, right? When it was 3-2 ball game and you had Martin come in to keep it close. This man really separated. He gave up 5.
4-3 now, 2 on, none out. 1-2. Here's the pitch. High with a fastball. And look, Kenley has had a good year again. He keeps climbing the all-time save list. But right around the All-Star break, he wobbled at the worst possible time. And lately, it has been walks that have hurt him.
It was hard getting him the ball after that break. And he had a couple blown saves where you're just relying on him.
2-2 is way high. Not even close. Easy take it. It's 3-2. Game very much in the balance right here. One of the more feared right-handed sluggers in the game. Pete Alonso steps out, takes a deep breath. 31 homers, again, his 4th straight 30-home run year. Jansen trying to wiggle out of a huge jam here. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high pop-up foul straight back and out of play. Just in front of us on the roof, in fact. Now we'll do it again with a full count.
Yeah, that time he went with the slow, long delivery. Nimmo probably at second base thinking, that's the one I want to go on.
Unlikely with Alonso at the plate. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a chopper foul on the third base side.
Little slider, switch it up. It's usually a very good pitch and a nice job by Alonso to fight that off. That was bottom of the zone, down and away. Would have been a strike, but he fought it off. Bought himself another pitch.
Keeps himself alive. 3-2, 2-1, none out. Kenley is ready. He throws. And a swing and a miss. He got him. Big time strikeout, and Alonso snaps the bat over his leg. Wow. Real frustration. Big first out for Jansen and the Sox.
Wow. You get it. You're frustrated. This is 94. Cutter, bottom of the zone, right over the knee. Snaps that bat in half. That, by the way, that's a big, strong man with some strong legs. This is not easy. I want you to try to do it. You'll break your leg.
I was just thinking, do you know what would happen to me if I tried that?
Yeah.
Not that.
No, you'll break your leg. Guarantee it. Most people do. It hurts.
Meeting on the mound now. I assume to talk about what the runners might do here in this spot. Now that Alonso's retired, maybe they'll be a little more eager to go with one out.
Yeah, I think just giving Kenley a little breather here as well. It's just the players, wasn't a coach up there.
He does need those sometimes. That was a long battle with Alonso. All right, here's Jesse Winker, who has the deciding swing in the game. Comes up here with 2 on and 1 out.
Yeah, now's when you really got to be careful with it. You know, Nimmo now saw that Kenley is willing to, at times, do that long leg kick. So it's almost like as a base run, you want to anticipate every pitch. If it's a slide step, you stop. But
Raffy's way off the line, too. Pitch is a little low. It would be a foot race between Devers and Nimmo to get to the bag. You do have a left-handed hitter, so the throwing lane is clear.
Yeah, but Raffy's, you're right. I'd like to see him a step or two closer, maybe to third here.
1-0 to Winker's 1 for 5 with 4 strikeouts in his career against Kenley. And he spins back, does Jansen, to keep Nimmo honest at second.
Yeah, the inside move is back. It's for me, man on second. A lot of these guys hop, go the minute they see the foot go up. It doesn't have to be a great inside move. You can catch a guy, but you got to set it up right.
1-0 is a little low. That should have been a strike. Not called one, and it's 2-0. Kenley wondering where that missed.
Yeah, the first one, too, was on the bottom of the zone. That's a strike all day, every day.
This is one of those cases, too, where all the numbers talk about Connor Wong framing at the bottom of the zone. Needs to get that one. 2-0 the pitch. Swing and a miss. He went up to the top of the zone with a cutter there, and it's 2-1.
That one there really shouldn't have been about framing the pitch before. It was right
there.
there.
4-3 Mets. 2 on, 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Kenley is set. Long hold. He throws. And a way high cutter. Missed, not even close. And it is 3-1.
You know, this is one of those situations we see it in reverse a lot. But Nimmo at second base, the stolen base threat, is really doing his job. You know, distracting Jansen, making him do different things, make him think about him. He's falling behind 3-1.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul into the mitt and out by Nimmo, and the count is full. Nimmo is at second. Pinch runner Iglesias at first. Winker, who has a grand slam in the game, awaiting a 3-2 pitch from Kenley.
I wouldn't mind seeing another inside move here because this is the pitch I'd be going on if I was Nimmo.
He steps off. off and feigns a throw. So now,
can't now.
That's the second disengagement. That almost dares Nimmo to go.
Yeah, now you almost. But still, the slide step can hold you.
3-2. They lead at first and second. Not going. The pitch is outside, ball 4. It's almost like the runners took his mind off the hitter. And now the bases are loaded after Kenley's second walk of the inning.
Yeah, and that's where, like we said, we talk about Duran and these guys, Hamilton maybe not running as much recently, but still doing a job. And that's what we're talking about. Nimmo at second. Kenley the whole time was slide step everywhere, threw off that deception as far as the late kick goes, or the high, slow delivery. Did an inside move, spent a lot of time holding, looking at him. Because of it, just lost Winker.
And now they're loaded up. Infield has to come in for Tyrone Taylor, right-handed hitter. Kenley throws. And a strike. In some ways, Lou, you don't want to in scoring position. You don't want the bases loaded. But it does calm Kenley a little bit. He can just go out of the wind.
Gets back to his big windup. Now, Valdez will still stay close to second. So if it's hit hard, they'll still be able to turn 2. If it's a little chopper, they'll come home with it.
0-1. Here it is. High. He's missed way high with a lot of these cutters. It's 1-1. It is an amazing thing, these closers. The difference in adrenaline when a save is not on the line. But he's feeling it right now. Loaded up with 1 down in the 8th. Mets lead by a run. Here's his 1-1. High again. And that's not even close. That missed by a foot, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you got Weiser and Hill both warming up in the pen, sitting at 25 pitches now for Jansen. That's a number your closers aren't comfortable getting to.
Big pitch here. 2-1 to Taylor. Nowhere to put him. Infield in. Kenley delivers. And a swing and a ground ball foul outside of third. It had Nimmo dancing around over there. That was a hot shot that could have cleared the bases, but foul, and it's 2-2. Now you wonder whether Kenley does have the sort of gumption to go back to that slider, try to bury one and get a swing. 2-2. Mets at every base. Kenley says yes to Wong. Down on one knee is Connor. Here's the 2-2. And it is just outside of Cutter, and Kenley wanted it. It did look like a ball, and here we go. Full count with the bases loaded. Kenley sets behind his right ear. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Check swing, ball 4. He walked him. Third walk of the inning, and a run comes home for New York. It's 5-3, and I think Alex Cora's seen enough. He's coming out. He tried to go to Kenley to keep the game where it was, and it totally backfired. Jansen going to be lifted. You got, for the Mets, the left-hander McNeil, which makes you think it's probably going to be Rich Hill coming out of the bullpen here for the Sox. Well, not only do the Mets have now a 5-3 lead, they're not nearly done. Bases loaded, only 1 out in the 8th. Back to Citi Field right after this in the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
During this call to the bullpen, your New England Ford dealers remind you that this is the perfect time to check out all their great Ford truck offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on Ford F-150, built Ford tough and smarter than ever. The legendary Super Duty, our most capable heavy-duty pickup, and the turbocharged Ranger, ready for your next adventure. Visit buyfordnow.com and see why now's the time to buy or lease your new Ford truck.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Nothing brings the fans to their feet as when the cleanup hitter comes to the plate. And in Eastern Mass, homeowners react the same way when they see Drains by James pull up to take care of drain or sewer problems, as well as provide money-saving pipe lining solutions. Drains by James covers all the bases when it comes to giving homeowners dependable drain, sewer, and pipe service. Learn more at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
It is Rich Hill out of the Red Sox bullpen, 5-3 Mets. And Edwin Diaz continues to throw in the Mets bullpen. If Rich can keep it where it is, we'll see, Diaz. Who knows if the Mets really break this thing open?
Well, it just kind of speaks to the time of where this club is right now, just fighting and struggling to get wins. Last night, you're down 3-2. You 3-2 to, I think it was 2-1 at the time. You go to Slayton, right? It's 3-2. You go to Martin. Both guys, you're going there to try to get you to keep in it. Next thing you know, they spread it out. 1 off Slayton, 4 off Martin. And tonight, again, you go to your guy Jansen to keep it a 1-run game and walks 3.
So here's Hill facing McNeil, and he misses with a sweeper outside for ball 1.
So you're desperate, right? You're trying to use your high leverage guys when you're trailing by 1 to keep it there to give yourself a chance, and they're spreading it out on you.
Ball, no strikes. Pitch from Hill is outside. He gave up the big homer after Criswell had gone 4 perfect innings in Detroit, did Rich, hung a curveball to Spencer Torkelson. And in a major bind here, bases still loaded with a run in, 5-3 Mets. That's not even close. Sweeper outside, and it's 3-0.
We've already walked 3 here in this inning. A long way to go here. You got to get strike 1 here to get it back to 3-1.
Unsurprisingly, the first time this year, Kenley has walked 3 in 1 outing. 3-0 pitch is ball 4. He walked him on 4 pitches. Another run scores, and it's 6-3 New York. Just another frustrating night for the Red Sox, who grounded into double plays. The bullpen is not keeping the game close at the moment. And now New York really thinking about an absolute haymaker here with Francisco Alvarez. Pitch to him is the ball. Cutter down and in, 1-0. Rich has thrown 5 pitches and missed with all of them. Alvarez has struck out, singled, and flied to center, and he takes another ball. 2-0, a fastball not close.
Yeah, that's a 4-seamer missed bad, too.
Six-3 loaded up with 1 out in the 8th. Hill is ready. He throws, and there's a strike. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, and it's 2-1. The Red Sox just trying to hang on here. They got Casas, Wong, and Valdez due up in the 9th inning, but very much hanging on by a thread. 2-1. The pitch is another strike. Curveball at the top of the zone, and it's 2-2. Red Sox won the thriller in Detroit in extra innings with homers from Rafaela and Duran, and since then wiped out on this road trip. In danger of losing 6 of 8 at home and then 5 of 6 on the road when they're right in the thick of a wild card race. But that is dwindling too. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Halfway on the middle infield, the pitch is low and in. And again, a full count. Nowhere to put Alvarez. 3-2 the pitch. Ground ball foul on the third base side. And of course, particularly frustrating about this series, if the Red Sox do lose all 3, they had their best 3 starting pitchers lined up here.
Well, you could say that was like the Arizona weekend too, right? Bale, Crawford, Houck.
3-2. Here it is. That's ball 4. He walked another one with the bases loaded, and it's 7-3 Mets. Tough to watch.
You know, 3 RBIs at this point. Red Sox have now walked 4 hitters in a row. The last 3 with RBIs attached to him.
2 for Kenley, 2 for Hill. He is beside himself on the mound. Got to find a way here. A 4-run Met lead. Still only 1 out with the bases loaded. Here's Harrison Bader, the pitch. Fouled back. Straight over the screen, 0-1. You know, the Red Sox have been waiting for a real push to the playoffs, a hot streak to kind of make up some ground in the wild card race as the games dwindle. 0-1, up and away. But to be fair about it, Lou, really going back to the All-Star break, they've not won many series, and they've not strung wins together at all.
No, that 2 or 3 week stretch after the All-Star break, I just don't know if he could have made up for it.
1-1 is a strike at the top of the zone.
Because you played good baseball.
Yeah.
You did. For
offense was rolling.
For 7 innings. You played really good baseball. The offense was going. Starting pitcher was doing enough. And you just coughed up 6 or 7 wins that you can't afford to do.
1-2 is inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 7-3 Mets here in the bottom of the 8th. Reminder, Cooper Boardman's got the Nissan post-game show after we're done. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full lineup. Put goosebumps on goosebumps. Sullen looks in the third base Red Sox dugout. 2-2, bases loaded. Pitch. High fly into left field. O'Neill drifts back. Just in front of the warning track, he is there to make the play. Tagging at third is Taylor. He'll score. Sac fly. And it's 8-3 Mets. Barring a miracle, as Alex Cora is going to come get Rich Hill here, the Red Sox are going to fall back to 500 tonight. Going to bring in Weissert to face Francisco Lindor here with 4 runs already in for the Mets. Tough couple outings in a row for Rich Hill. All right, to the bullpen we go. Weissert on, bases loaded. 2 down in the 8th. Mets ahead 8-3 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
This call to the bullpen gives you a chance to check out all the great Ford SUV offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on the award-winning Ford SUV lineup that you won't see advertised anyplace else. Whether you plan to buy from your Ford dealer's inventory or custom order your new SUV, visit buyfordnow.com and see how much you can save. And then see your New England Ford dealers for your new SUV.
Looking to create a space you love? Let Sherwin-Williams bring your color to life. Whether you get expert help with a virtual color consultation or visit swsamples.com to order color chips and peel and stick samples, Sherwin-Williams has all the color solutions to help you find the perfect hue for your paint project. When you're ready to paint, shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams to get everything you need. Let Sherwin-Williams bring your color to life. Nothing brings the fans to their feet as when the cleanup hitter comes to the plate. And in Eastern Mass, homeowners react the same way when they see Drains by James pull up to take care of drain or sewer problems, as well as provide money-saving pipe lining solutions. Drains by James covers all the bases when it comes to giving homeowners dependable drain, sewer, and pipe service. Learn more at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, here's Francisco Lindor facing Greg Weissert out of the Red Sox bullpen. All 4 runs in this inning charged to Kenley Jansen. They got 1 out, walked 3, and gave up a hit. Hill is responsible for McNeil at second and Alvarez at first. And here's Lindor with the Mets ahead 8-3. Time is called very late by the hitter Lindor. Red Sox, what a spirited series win they had in Houston. Big strikeout of Yordan Alvarez with the game on the line down there. 2 down, first and second, the pitch. Outside, barring a miracle, since that time, they're going to lose 10 of 13 ball games. And really just about play themselves out of it in the wild card race. 1-0 to Lindor. Another good night at the plate for him. Pitch is fouled off on the third base side.
Yeah, I mean, comes the point where it's up to you. Again, it'd be different if you're still 4 out because Kansas City or Minnesota were, 8 and 6 during this stretch or whatever, and you were. But both those teams are struggling.
1-1 to Lindor. Pitch way outside. If they played 500, they'd be right in it.
Yeah, and they'd be, the collapse of, say, the Royals, who are actually up 4-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. They may win this, break that 7-game losing streak. That would be a story. But right now, it's not because there's still 4 or 5 games in the loss column ahead.
2-1 to Lindor. The pitch is high. 3 bases loaded walks in this inning. It's 8-3 Mets. And, of course, the idea was to get to that Twins series alive on the 20th of September, and that looks less and less likely.
Yeah. We got 5 walks here in the inning. Now you're 3-1 here to Lindor.
Weissert sets. He throws. Drive into right field. It hangs up. Ref Snyder to his left. He's there to make the play, but a disastrous bottom of the 8th inning. 4 runs in, 3 bases loaded walks. 8-3 Mets. Will we see Edwin Diaz? I hope so. On the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Every great team is built around its stars. So let's meet the stars of your New England Ford dealers' award-winning lineup of SUVs. First up, we have the Bronco Sport. Its iconic styling really sets it apart on the road, and its all-terrain capability makes it ready for anything. Then there's the Ford Explorer. There's room for 7 passengers and a ton of gear. Your New England Ford dealers have some great offers on the whole award-winning lineup. Stop by today and see for yourself.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Planet Fitness is the place to get that big fitness energy with tons of equipment and free fitness training. Join now for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime.
Hurry. Deal ends September 12th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
See Club for details.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, it is Edwin Diaz. Comes on to Timmy Trumpets here in Queens. 8-3, so not a save situation, but they want to get him a little work here. Not the way the Red Sox were hoping this series would go at all. It'll be Tristan Casas to lead it off in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers, Mercedes-Benz of Boston, Natick, and flagship motor cars of Linfield. And what's crazy, Lou, is that this now long streak where the Red Sox have not hit and just have not played well puts them back at 500, barring a miracle tonight. So not only is the discussion going to change about whether or not they're going to make a postseason push, but whether or not they'll have a winning record. The pitch to Casas is up and away for ball 1.
Yeah, you wouldn't have thought that going into the All-Star break. Remember, he took 2 out of 3, took care of Kansas City, took care of Oakland.
1-0. He is inside to Tristan.
When you lost Martin and Slayton, it just sort of set everything off because after the break, for 2 weeks, it was just play good baseball for 7 innings, have a 1-run, 2-run, 3-run lead, and give it up, and turn those W's into losses, and that's hard to make up.
2-0 to Casas is inside.
And now you're just in a tough spot.
It is cool to watch Diaz come on to that song, Timmy Trumpet. It's everything so perfectly synchronized, even the cadence of his steps, the 3-0, is outside, and he takes them out just as the sound kind of reaches its crescendo and begins throwing. Very cool scene here in New York. So Casas draws a 4-pitch walk to begin the 9th.
Well, he's 97, 98, good slider, but it hasn't gone exactly smooth for Diaz. Does have a 3.98 ERA. About 3 or 4 outings ago out in Arizona had a tough loss.
Here's the pitch to Wong, and that is a strike on the outside corner.
In a third of an inning, give up 3 runs, 2 walks, and a hit. And they ended up losing that game out in Arizona. That was the one they lost. But he's had a few blow-ups this year with multiple runs given up.
0-1 to Wong. He is up and in. For a year or so, he was the best closer in baseball. Then that freakish injury celebrating in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah. And he was just becoming an absolute star in the league. His intro.
1-1 to Wong. He is swung on and missed.
To lose him in a WBC was hard. I mean, obviously for Mets fans, that was the year they went out and spent all that money, and you lose your money closer. And for the game, I mean, he's fun.
1-2. Here's the pitch. Connor swings and misses. He's gone. Other closers have tried to emulate it a little bit. Duran in Minnesota has got a cool intro, but this guy is best. At that.
Duran is pretty cool in Minnesota.
Yeah, the flames around the ballpark.
Yeah. Kid out in Seattle's good too.
It is.
Suarez, is that his name?
Yep.
That's a good intro.
Mariners are losing in Oakland tonight, 1-0 in the top of the second. They just can't put it together. The pitch to Valdez misses outside. 4-1. Valdez had a nice night at the plate, couple singles. He did strike out in the 7th. 8-3 Mets here in the 9th. 1 out. The 1-0 is fouled back. It's 1-1. The Mets television network did a beautiful, really brilliant thing SNY did 2 years ago. They started following Diaz out of the bullpen onto the field when he comes on. They just don't take a break before the 9th inning. It's really, really cool. 1-1 is popped up on the infield. Catcher Alvarez throws the mask away. He's there to make the play. 2 down. So the fans watching at home get the feeling of running out onto the field with Diaz.
Pretty cool intro.
So down to their last out, here comes Romy Gonzalez. This one started with a thud. Tanner Houck gave up a grand slam to Jesse Winker in the very first inning. After that, he was really good. The Sox got 3 in the third to make it a 1-run game, but a disastrous 8th, including 3 bases-loaded walks. Made it 8-3 New York. Romy's in. He fouls back. The Diaz fastball, strike 1.
Did a combined no-hitter tonight in the game. Chicago at home against Pittsburgh. Imanaga, 7 innings, no-hit ball. Pearson came in for an inning and Hodge for an inning. 3 men.
He'd thrown 95 pitches, Imanaga. The 0-1 is fouled back to the screen.
Technically, it's a no-hitter. It's not in my book. It's not.
Needs to be one guy.
The beauty of a no-hitter is one individual doing it and pitching the 9th with the drama. It's not combined. It's a no-hitter, but
0-2 to Romy is a little high. 101 from Diaz. Well, off day tomorrow, then the White Sox come to town, and probably the last stand for the Red Sox. They got to find a way. Reset on the off day. 1-2 the pitch. High pop foul. Out of play on the first base side. This will take all of their grit, don't you think, Lou, to find a way the next really 48 hours to salvage this thing.
You can't feel sorry for yourself because the last thing you want to do is embarrass yourself in the game and lose a series to the Chicago White Sox with how they're playing.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him, and the ball game is over. 8-3 the Mets win tonight. They sweep the series as the Sox playoff hopes dwindle in the Big Apple. A 1-5 road trip is over. Mets all over the Sox tonight, 8-3. Totals in the Nissan postgame show next on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Is your morning routine kind of like being in a video game?
Here we go!
You wake up, try to get a workout in, shower, shave, where's my makeup? I'm negotiating the Tobin Bridge and Southeast Expressway every day. Yeah. If you can't find the time, you may be able to find some money when you enter your name at findmassmoney.gov. That could be you with unclaimed money from a forgotten savings account, uncashed payroll check, refund from a utility bill. It may be another thing to do, but it only takes 30 seconds to search your name at findmassmoney.gov.
All right, kids, let's hit the road. The summer road trip is as American as, well, baseball and apple pie. And there's no better way to appreciate the beauty of America than from the road. Celebrate America this summer with Herb Chambers.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com,
an appliance and HVAC part solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
This is the Nissan post-game show. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Now the Red Sox conclude a very difficult and damaging road trip here in New York. 8-3, the Mets sweep this series, and the Red Sox won the opener in Detroit, have lost 5 in a row, and 10 of 13 to fall back to 500. 8 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Mets. They left 5. Sox get 3 runs on 9 hits, an error, and 6 left. Danny Young, the left-hander, is the winner for the Mets. Tanner Houck gets the loss for Boston. It's just absolutely insane how rarely the Red Sox win when their ace pitcher starts a ball game. It happened again tonight, 2 hours and 50 minutes in front of 26,026. Well, Lou, there's not too much to dissect about this one. I mean, the offense, again, just did not do enough in the game. The walks, obviously, in the 8th inning put this thing to bed and out of reach. The grand slam early, but just in a big picture sense, it's do or die time now. No question about it. The Red Sox are back to 500. They're just not playing well at the worst possible time, and it is dig deep time to try to save something out of this year.
Well, it is. It's actually pride now. You know what I mean? To go out there and not let this thing slide like it has last year. Not just last year, the last few years. You know, Tanner Houck, you look at the 4 runs in the first, the 4 runs in the 8th, right? Those are the 8 runs. He just didn't have it in the first inning. You know, he didn't have the control. I didn't feel like he went to that slider at times with 2 strikes, and it cost him. He gave up 4, you know, but then he goes out and kind of gives you 4 scoreless after that, which, you know, is the positive side of it, but it doesn't take away from the 4 in the first, right? So he looked really good after that. I think he retired 12 or 13 in a row, but that's a tough spot to put your team in a hole, especially when you're not swinging it the way you have been. So, yeah, like I said, this is about pride. This is about playing a team in the White Sox that are going to be the worst team in the history of baseball. And you have to go out there and not only win a series, but you should still take 3 from them.
You know, it's now 3 Septembers in a row, Lou, where the Red Sox have really faded down the home stretch. They've had injuries. Devers is obviously right in the middle of this thing. What do you make of that? I mean, 3 years in a row where they really kind of struggle to get to the finish line.
Yeah, and I think Cora is fighting it right now, too, probably trying to figure that out. You know, he before the game even mentioned, you know, someone brought that up, and he said we have to kind of go back and look. I think it's for different reasons. I think you look at the last 2 years for obvious reasons. You know, the team was really struggling and really needed some fresh, healthy bodies to kind of get through it, and they didn't get it. Injuries happened, and they faded down the stretch. This year, we're not at that injury phase yet, but there are some guys probably on their last legs here for this season, kind of struggling. You can see them fighting it. So we'll see how this one ends up. And still, it's for different reasons. Like I said, this to me is about youth. This one here is about inexperience and guys, whether it's starters kind of for the first time throwing in September, full season, or position players playing in September for the first full season as starters. There's different reasons for all of it, but it's got to be fixed.
And you do wonder how long the third baseman will continue to push through this thing. We said it last night. I am really interested about what happens in the next, 48 hours when we show up to Fenway Friday for the opener of that series with the White Sox. Is it possible that the roster looks a little bit different? I mean, I know Trevor Story continues his work down at AAA. That's a possibility coming up this weekend, I believe. But again, you just wonder whether it is under consideration now, the balance of trying to let kids develop at their own pace and not put too much undue pressure on them. But would it give a little lift to the club to just kind of try something new and catch lightning in a bottle. We will see on Friday.
Yeah, we'll see. I think it's a bigger decision. Just let's see the kids. I think there's roster considerations and 40-man spots and off seasons and how crowded can it be? Who are you going to add? And so there's other factors in it. Would I like to see guys like Campbell or others? Sure, but I think there's things to consider first. And like you said, you got some bodies coming off. Hendricks and Story maybe not far away.
Before we send it to Cooper Boardman, Lou, you've been a part of seasons like this. I would assume this is time for veterans to kind of stand up in that clubhouse because, when you played this time of year, right, we're after Labor Day, the Red Sox are really fading. I would imagine it can be hard sometimes to not see the offseason coming.
Yeah, and I think those talks that, talking about in the last 2 nights, I think those happened coming into this road trip.
Yeah.
After the homestand that you had, you're 2-6 at home, and you're fighting for a playoff spot, and so you got to have those sort of group talks coming into this road trip where you just went 1-5.
Yeah.
Now it's changed to pride. Now it's changed to, hey, we still got 23 games, I believe, or 22 games left.
After tonight, yep.
Now it's about, hey, you got 4 more starts, continue to work, finish strong. Guys, learn how to play in September.
Yeah.
Figure this thing out. Try to finish. You have a good 2 or 3 weeks, just personally, try to finish. And then look up and see how many wins we can pull off and see what happens. But this is an individual pride thing at this point.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. All right, Cooper Boardman's got the Nissan postgame show next. Thanks to Paul Schrager here in the booth and Stan Bruno back at the flagship WEEI. For Lou Merlone, Will Fleming saying so long from New York. Off day tomorrow. Back at it on Friday. The Red Sox welcome the Chicago White Sox at 7:10 p.m. Pregame show begins at 6:10. Thanks so much for listening tonight. Talk to you Friday from Fenway right here on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building and sustaining our Navy's next generation submarines. If you're ready to go big, get on board. We build giants at buildsubmarines.com.
Fresh cut and ready to go. Watermelon is now on sale at Shaw's in Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up cut watermelon for an amazing 59 cents a pound. Yes, only 59 cents a pound for fresh cut watermelon. Shaw's in Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey, it's Andy Hart here. Most goals we set for ourselves have a pretty clear course. I want a trip to Nashville, so you read a couple reviews, talk to a few friends, save up some money, and book it. Maybe a couple of choices along the way, but overall, it's a clear course to reach your goal. Now, if your goal is to lose 40 or 50 pounds, where's the clear path? You read reviews, talk with a few friends, and try something out. When it doesn't work, you're disappointed. We've all been there, and it sucks. Know what I'm saying? Stop trying and do what I did and start doing. Reach your goal with Awaken 180. It's a clear course to success without the disappointment. No guesswork, no trial and error, no medication side effects. I'm proof. I dropped 30 pounds my first go at it, and it was simple. A word never associated with weight loss, except when referring to Awaken 180. Choose the simple, clear course to success with the solution for weight loss. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Planet Fitness is the place to get that big fitness energy with tons of equipment and free fitness training. Join now for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime.
Hurry! Deal ends September 12th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
See Club for details.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
All right, finish the night in New York and begin it here in Boston. Cooper Boardman back with you inside our WEEI Red Sox studios. Sox lose again, 11 out of 14. 8-3 final tonight at Citi Field against the New York Mets. Mets score 4 in the first, 4 in the 8th, and sweep the Red Sox as the Red Sox drop to 70-70 with the defeat. Okay, it's a Nissan postgame show.